So, a big fight with demonic version Talron and the city of Delmore. And upon return to that city to take Talron there to get healed, you managed to defeat the fucked up side of him. Since then, about 3 months have gone by since then. This is in order to get Balazar out of the jail, but and since explaining the long time span we've had since last game. But during this time, basically, you guys have been gathering more information about Volcanus Island, as well as about the rumors of the Queen of Chaos up there. Chief 3 Tusk of the Kingdom of Yathora has hired you guys, basically bound servants, to act in to supposed LTAB rumors, men involving those 2 demon lords. Balazar, the time has gone by, and they feel they served a sentence for stealing a boat and kidnapping. That, and on top of the King of Yathora, Chief 3 Tusk has pulled some strings to get you out of it. During that time that is fast, you guys have advanced up to level 10. You guys have gotten some new equipment, some new toys, and new... However, you guys decided to spend the night in Delmore after the release of Balazar. Get yourselves a little situated, figure out what to do. Not really too much. Everyone goes into the tavern. They enjoy themselves. They have a couple drinks, talk with some of the people, gather in for plan. You head up the stairs. You all head to bed for the night, getting ready to head back to Chief 3 Tusk in the morning because he had some information he wished to divvy out, some stuff that he needed to go over. Morning rolls around and you guys all head downstairs, but you find something's a little amongst all of your people. For some reason, Spankles isn't with you.
Huh.
You guys are currently standing in the tavern, and you know Spankles was in the room next to all of you guys, or in the middle of all the rooms you guys. You remember last night that Spankles was being Spankles and went to end up going to 9 different people.
I'm not going up there to check you guys do it. I've seen enough in prison.
Who wants to go investigate for Spankles? Go wake his ass up.
I will. I'll volunteer as tribute.
Volunteers tribute. You head up the stairs. You pound on the door. Hey, Spankles! You get no reply.
Kick his door down.
The door down.
I'll use more force. I wouldn't kick it, but I'll start knocking pretty hardly.
You start knocking some more, and you're still not getting any...
This might be a good time for that line to step out of the room.
Okay, I'll bash the door down.
All right, you quickly put all of your weight into the door. You bash it down. Go ahead and roll a d20 to break the lock.
Man, I'm even locking my doors with all these orgies.
15. With your strength bonus, that is enough. You break down the door, and as soon as that door busts open, you are greeted to a horrific scene. Strewn all across the floor of this tavern room are people that have been torn apart by some creature, something you're not able to identify. Body parts litter across the place, hanging out of the dresser drawer. It's severed heads hung on a rope across the ceiling. The bed sheets have been everywhere. There's all bodily fluids, waste materials spread across the bed. It is smeared across the floor, smeared into the wall. You see in blood written on the walls. And in front of all that blood, you see a naked Captain Spankles with his entrails hanging out of his chest and stomach.
This reminds me of Spingleness's lair.
Oh, that's enough.
Spankles, I'm unfortunately to tell you, appears to have been killed last.
Oh, that's enough nightmare fuel for a year.
It was taking so long up there.
You to use your arcane knowledges and your religious lores, and you are able to piece together the message on the wall, and you recognize that what it says is one of the agents of chaos managed to sneak into the orgy and murdered everybody, including Spankles.
Oh.
Why he did this, you do not know.
Wait a minute. Is this how you wanted Spankles to this whole
Spankles
time?
died. This is how Spankles died.
No, I was asking Ofer.
Hmm?
Is this
I just
was a special off?
this was pretty special, if anything.
On the bright side, you all can recognize he did die with a raging.
Oh man.
The largest you've ever seen.
Well, you live by the Spankles. You die like the Spankles life.
Despite the mutilated corpse and the obvious sign of immense pain he would have been in, he's still got one hell of a smile on his. You also, one other thing you guys do recognize, because he has been stripped naked, that mark of L-Tab that was on his body has apparently been removed. And you see the mark of the Queen of Chaos is on his body. And you're fairly certain that that agent removed the mark of L-Tab and put their own on. So wherever Spankles might be, his soul is probably with the Queen of Chaos.
Well, I knew
Apparently
we shouldn't have messed
likes-
around with another demon.
Apparently, the Queen of Chaos wanted Spankles. She must have
She's got
liked his wild
plans.
card.
And her tentacles.
Oh my!
Hentai.
Since Spankles gets played,
Oh God. Play your message.
I don't even have it on me right now.
Oh God damn it. Yeah, this whole thing played out for your message and you
I thought I sent it to you.
let me check my notes.
It's been a while. It was
Yeah, I'll have
actually a song.
Was it the lyrics that don't hit?
Well,
Yeah, I don't have it anywhere in my stuff in my chat history with you.
Well, then I'm gonna have to.
Abridge it.
Abridge it.
No,
Basically the farewell fuck you song. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot when he dies it was supposed to play Rickroll when you guys got near him. So yeah, you guys get up to there, you get ready to take his body off the wall, and as soon as you touch it, you hear the first intro notes to the song.
No strangers to love.
Another rose, and so do I.
It's badly sung by an orc.
Or horribly sung by an orc.
I thought you did get the. Wait, I forgot lyrics. Hold on.
I know this song, Bengals fan.
That piece of shit.
What's going on up there? Just get him out of there. Let's get going.
You guys
I
get his
suppose
corpse
a
off the wall.
funeral is appropriate for Spankles.
Throw him into the whorehouse. They'll take care of it.
Nah, I'd say he deserves a proper burial.
All right,
He
fine.
gets that much.
Let's find the nicest looking dumpster and just.
No, that's horrible. We traveled long enough for him to deserve more than a dumpster.
Live by the
No,
boner, die by
wrecking
the boner.
time.
They inscribe on his tombstone.
Even
Oh yeah,
from-
Spankles' tombstone is going to have that inscribed. Lived by the boner, died by the boner.
Oh man.
You guys take him outside.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Guards.
Right? Donate his body to a necrophile.
Let Balazar's memory live on with someone else inside him.
Balazar.
Or Balazar, god damn it, Captain Spankles.
Wait, does this mean that technically he's the first person to die? So that cancels out my death.
No, you didn't die.
Yeah, I got power rolled killed,
Lol.
and then
Got
I got
killed.
brought back. So
Right.
technically,
Spankles is the first actual death. He's gone.
Oh, because you lost your character sheet.
Oh, because he lost his character sheet. Don't ever lose your character sheets.
that's why I have mine online.
It's been so long.
Keep it online. Keep it on paper. Keep it inscribed into your freaking stomach. I don't care. Just take a knife and carve your information in your flesh.
I'll remember that for the future.
It's not as bad as one of the guys that I used to play with. He lost his character sheet. His guy died from wanking too much. Literally wanked himself to death.
What?
Drowned in a tide of his own.
Please do not.
No one wants to go into his room because it's just gelatinous mess.
I
Oh
finally
my.
go up to see what's going on, why they're taking so long. Seriously, will you guys hurry up? We got some places to.
Welcome home.
What?
Yeah,
He's dead as fuck.
Crap.
Alright, well,
Well, I mean, I've
he'll
seen
take him off the wall and
Come on.
Hallelujah! Spankles is dead.
Oh, jeez. You take him down off the wall. You take him out. You take what you can of him out. Town guards obviously react. You explain to them what the hell happened here.
Take
You go
his
up to
stuff.
investigate. Take his stuff. You strip his body. Take all of his shit.
oh,
Take his gold.
I don't think I can take his bow. Could I?
Wait, who's touching the bow?
Oh, oh. You're gonna touch the bow. All right.
Who wants the bow?
By the way, you do take his stuff, which means you get the Mask of Relentlessness. You get the Mask of Relentlessness. You take his arrows. You take his random equipment he had, and his bow. Who takes the bow?
I do.
Well, I
You
mentioned
touched-
it. What?
Well, he's the ranger.
Yeah, I'm the ranger here.
Well, is
Ranger Barbarian.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're a multi-class.
He's a barbarian
It's
ranger.
irrelevant.
He still needs the bow. Trust me.
Yeah.
All right.
Besides, I think he can handle it since he's already crazy.
All right, so who's taking the bow? Scoomer
I
Dunce.
am.
All right, Scoomer Dunce. As soon as you touch the bow, you hear an, "Oh, geez, a new master."
I'd like to snap the bow.
Oh, no.
Do you want to try to snap it in half?
No, I'm just joking.
Okay. The bow has a sentient soul in it of a gay drow, by the way.
Gage-
I thought it was a
What are
tiefling.
you?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a gay tiefling. Excuse me.
No dro
Well,
bow.
It became
Dro and
gay after being handled by Spankles a lot. But
Oh, it got so exciting. I'm ready.
Sorry, guys. No dro and bow.
No one was quite able to manhandle me that way.
All right, I'll ask one of
I
the
hope
town
you-
guards if they have a
I
shovel.
hope you can put yourself up to the challenge.
Yeah, if you talk one more time, I'm gonna snap you in half and
Oh,
make the goddamn most painful existence of you.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
What the fuck did I just say?
I don't know.
All right, town guard comes. They investigate what the hell went on. They come to a conclusion. They're not going to be able to solve it with the information they have. The church here, despite the shit Spankles has done, they offer him a burial within the city.
How much gold did he have?
Yes, we'll take
Actually,
their
I believe,
offer.
I think Glitter Gold actually has, or Glitter Gold, Crestbraid has all of Spankles' gold in the
Yeah.
bank pouch.
yeah, that's where we hit it.
Yeah, now all that's mine now.
Well, at least I got Pinky Sparkles back. It's been so long.
You do,
I
you do
missed
have your mounts back, and now you guys need to figure out what the hell to do with it. Mike was
Wade.
Wade. Yeah, that's right. Wade
Who's
was Wade was Captain Spankle's camel.
Camel.
Hey, Scoomer, you want a camel?
Oh, sure, why not?
Trying to figure out what the hell to do with this camel, you're approached by a strange figure. This strange figure, you all turn around and you see a human stand, strangely feline-looking feature.
More canine, but hey.
More canine-looking, right in the middle. Animalistic features.
Who are you? Nice to meet you.
Very interesting to ask a name before giving it.
What?
Oh, this is a new character.
This is
I don't think this man actually speaks.
Do
Very well.
you have name?
You man of dragon. Insult me by asking for my name before.
That's all you want. No, fine. Balazar. Great
Balazar.
Dragon Paladin of who cares?
Well, I am Akia.
You.
All right, IKEA. How would you help us? Very Captain Spangles
IKEA.
here.
A Captain Spankles. Never heard of such thing.
He's just some creepy little gnome.
He's
Creepy
the
little gnome.
dead body we're holding right now.
And how did he lose himself?
Giant
that's the
sex
question,
orgy.
That is a
Go
question you
I
may
don't know.
not want the answer to. Just say it was a murderous orgy.
Yeah.
You really don't want to walk into that room.
The guards don't want to go in there, but they know they have.
Someone get the cleanup crew.
So,
I mean, it's not that bad. I've seen.
You guys seem to be the one that Teleron spoke to me about. Highly interesting.
Tauron, huh? How's that guy going? How's he doing?
He's not fucked up anymore.
He still has nightmares.
Basically, during that 3 months, Telron was managed to be healed by the church. It took him about a month and a half to finally get him back. But as soon as they did, he made it back to Titansland and figured that you guys might need some extra help. He couldn't stay because the king of Titansland needed him.
So, and we wouldn't mind if I asked you what race you are.
What race I am?
Yeah, I've never seen anyone like you before.
Well, that would be very interesting to speak of, since not many of my kind are around.
Just tell me what you are.
I am half Sphinx.
He's a half giant stone kitty.
A cat man.
No. Hybrid animal of different species.
Hold on. Let me check my list.
He's looking through his list.
You're not a shifter, are you?
No.
All right. Definitely not tabaxi.
Do you both have a list of creatures you hate, races you?
I do. What?
I was just asking because Balazar has one. I know. Scoomer down.
Oh no.
Okay.
Why would he?
I was just asking.
I mean, I only have one. Minotaurs.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't rangers have the ability to choose what type of creature they?
Yeah, their favorite enemy.
Yeah, and mine is Minotaurs.
Which makes complete sense for the situation you're in.
Yeah, there's definitely tons of Minotaurs and.
You never know when we'll get jumped by Minotaur.
Or like Shard.
Yeah, I spent most of my days hunting. They were hunted into extinction, and then yeah.
By the way, the camel licks Akira. With like,
don't worry,
This one reminds me of
Minotaurs
my
are my.
own.
Wait.
Oh, do you want the camel? I was going to decide. My God.
Don't worry, Minotaurs are my 13th most hated race. So
hey, it's on the list.
Everything is on the list.
Even you.
Yeah, which one is Earth Ganassi?
14, right below Minotaur. It says mostly Earth though next to it.
What's your number one hated race? Right.
Next is Tiefling, then Chromatic Dragonborns, then Drow, Orcs, Goblins, Hobgoblin, Lizardfolk, blah 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 blah.
Drow. Basically, this guy extends his hand. He was hired by Talron. He wants to go up into the party
Instead, because
all right. Accept the hand of mercy to this man. Woohoo!
Of course,
Hey,
you're
wait.
going to notice a gold cat pop up.
Oh yeah. By the way, as soon as he joins the party, you see that a golden cat just appears on his.
Mr. IKEA, you got a little something on in there.
Yes, a friend.
What is it?
It's a golden cat. Have you not seen one?
Yeah, I've
Are
seen
you
a
blind?
cat,
No, I have
but
not.
not a gold. Why is it gold?
That's how he came to me. I do not ask why he is gold. I only
Belzar's that racist person in our entire.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not asking. It's gold because of racism. I like gold. I like gold skinned things because I'm a gold skinned thing.
Well, it's a gold skin. Shimming gold, almost like light. It's very interesting, kid. Anyway, pause, and you guys figure that you should probably head back to. He would want to speak with you guys.
We were about to go back to the Athora. Oh, this is the place, right?
Yeah, the Athora is his kingdom.
Oh yeah, I need to get that map.
So what happened to all their slaves?
Still on the
Ship in the Athora.
Well,
There are a few
actually-
more of them now. They actually have an actual crew that man.
Well, not on the ship anymore.
So we handled
No, I'm pretty
Spankle's funeral and
no.
everything well.
Yeah,
we
you guys
find
go.
The dumpster, we toss it in, and then
The High Paladin in Delmore offers him a grave site here within this nice little down in.
you're praying for this
Craziness. Oh, he offers it for free, considering this. Does not know how one of the agents of the Queen of Chaos got into the city. But given the circumstances of shit that's been getting in the last couple months.
Well,
Just read something about
I'm
the
going to
Queen
tell
of
him anyway. That's one problem we're
Chaos.
not going to offer to fix.
He says, I understand. You got enough to deal with that mission.
Something about the Queen of Chaos that just makes me really reason. Just don't.
Something's prickling in the back of your head.
Time to make a list of most.
Number
One
10,
tab,
all
number
of them.
two,
Perfectly. The fucking top tens, dude. Yeah. Yeah.
Number 15.
Anyhow. So, you guys ride up. Head back over to you. A couple days to get there. Distance and everything. Actually, takes you
got
about a day.
offered Wade as a camel,
Yeah, you
and I already have a
basically
camel,
just
so
got
it's
offered.
like
You got an extra camel.
2 camels.
Yeah, an
Oh,
extra.
yeah.
Ride it one leg over one. Relax the whole way.
That reminds me, can you show a picture of IKEA?
IKEA?
IKEA.
The IKEA board.
Takes you guys about a day to get there. Night goes through, day goes through, blah, 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 blah. You're into the main hall, and Chief eagerly waiting for you
it's just a
guys.
picture.
Oh, God, it's a fur.
It's because someone did it. So that we might have to on something better.
You
Who the
sure
heck
you're
made
Sphinx and not a jack?
That looks terrible. What
Okay.
is it?
Are you
No,
sure
but-
you're a jackal?
Half Sphinx, but he took more of a jack.
Fair enough. Carry on. Oh, he's got all of his and men around him. A couple like that, and he sees you guys enter and just see you all, and he asks where the little midget is,
Yeah, apparently, that's when died.
and he looks at you and goes like, "Who the hell?"
I am a friend.
He looks at you, looks directly at you guys, and asks, "Last time I checked, I didn't allow him. Where did he? Who is he? Why is he?"
I don't know.
New guy.
Just decided to join.
He's
Dude,
just a last-minute replacement for the dead gnome.
Oh, the
Apparently,
gnome
one
guy.
of our old allies sent him to.
Yeah, he finally kicked the bucket.
About time.
That's the picture
Oh,
he
God.
sent me.
Why is it say? Oh,
Because
What is that?
this is the picture he sent to me.
fucking jack.
I mean, why would he have? He didn't send that to me. Why would he send that to me?
Because you're both furries.
Weird furry.
No, I know
Anyway.
someone who became a furry, but don't know what happened.
Todd.
Yeah, my board's fairy.
Yep. Chief Three Tusk is a little suspicious about this new character. He's never seen something that looks. But he goes, if one of your cool companions hired him, and if he's with you to replace Captain Spankles, then so be it. So there's nothing much I can do about it, unfortunately. But nevertheless, I have a mission for you guys. Something a bit serious related to LTAB before we decide to make some kind of an assault against Volcanus Island.
Okay, what is it?
He says, I need you guys to go to the Wizard's Island and speak to the high wizard there.
Of course the
You guys have never gone to Wizard's Island during that 3 months while Balazar was in prison. You guys never went to the island because you were waiting for Balazar because you knew Balazar wanted.
All right, let's carry
Well,
out
Spankles-
Balazar's end of his storyline.
Spankles-
Let's go.
Spankles also wanted to go, but he's freaking dead now. So
He says, there
What do you want us to investigate there? What do you?
simply wants you to talk to Gunther, the Orc Magister of Wizard's Island. Supposedly, Gunther has some information that could be extremely useful to the assault against Volcanus Island that he's been prepared. Says he wants to get around Moldova and into Volcanus Island to deal with the LTAB issue before he goes on to deal with the Queen of Chaos. And because of how much time you guys have spent into the LTAB bullshit, he wants you guys directly to go investigate and lead the assault.
Against
Quick
the-
question.
Against Volcanus Island. You guys are going to be going directly there.
Quick question. Is this Gunther guy a penguin?
Gunther is an orc.
Yeah, he literally
Got him
he just
confused with
said, "What does
another guy."
rethink?" All right, come on, guys, it's an adventure.
I didn't hear him say what race he was.
Oh my god.
He's an orc.
I know. I heard that. He's with a different Gunther.
He says
Was
there's
it
going to
the
be
same
two
person?
ways you can. He says there's two ways you can go there. Unfortunately, my head of magic here unfortunately does not have the teleportation abilities up to Wizard's Island, or you can take a boat around that direction. If you take a boat, though, keep in mind you will have to go past Volcanus Island, which could invoke some of the wrath up there.
Our wizard was supposed to teleport us to.
Yeah.
Supposed to teleport us.
Yeah, shit.
No teleportation. Where's the adventure in that?
Exactly.
Want to walk?
He says it's not too, judging from the amount of time and distance and all that. I mean, it's away. I mean, you guys.
Well, to the island. There's like no for milk.
One second. Well, Moldova direction, and they're kind of the head section of the bad guy. The Queen of at war with literally everyone right now. It says if you follow along the road from Ythor heading to Ilmega, you go past Ilmega into Rel and just head directly to be able to get there. Area, and you just have to first. You guys.
It seems like a good walk.
Relaxing walk.
Not so relaxing unless I get to remove.
Orc Chief says, I like your attitude.
Oh,
What
alright.
class he was.
Well, you'll find out. Oh, by the way, for something you guys would notice, guitars on him.
Oh,
He has 2 scimitars. And he does not wear armor.
double.
No, he is wearing very elaborate, bright clothes.
Is he what I the bee
Maybe.
blood hunter?
Nope.
No.
Um,
No.
okay. Is he a bard?
No.
All right, I'm out of ID.
Is he a homebrew class that we've never? Passes.
Technically, in Dungeons and Dragons
Hold on,
as
I'll
well,
be
it's
right
just.
back.
Yeah.
They never added more classes to D&D. But not.
Because they got a pretty solid formula with what their class can go into. It can get really confusing. Most of the time, it's just easier to stick with your class.
No, Hunter's the only new one.
Oh, that's one of you wanted to be
A what?
Cancer Mage.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it is an actual thing. I'm going to send you the link. Whole thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't cut it out yet. I've been recording for over an hour and connection to the internet.
It is a cancer mage. It has a fucking. Its companion is a goddamn cancer. Growth on its body. Intelligence and a personality distinct from the cancer mage. The companion and cancer mage can communicate telepathically. The cancerous companion uses the caster's mage's scores for saves and so forth. Abilities and spells as the cancer mage has.
I'll be right back. I'll grab my dinner.
Basically, it just then the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems kind of weird, the theming of the classes.
Like I said, they got a pretty solid formula for the most part.
I don't know how to explain it. It's just
You kind of just get used to it.
could use a bit more culture, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, Chief Three Tusk says, "What do you guys want to do from boat and risk your chances, or try to walk that?"
Wait. When we walk there.
Probably. I mean, it's not that far of a swim.
Okay, I don't understand our options. Either we swim to the island. Is that what you're trying to say?
He says it's one of your options. Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, so either we die drowning, or we die because of demons.
He says you don't know how to swim.
Or we die getting to freaking passing through Moldova.
He says, like I said, the path that you guys would be falling upon would be pretty open, not really patrolled. You'd have a really good chance of getting through there just fine.
Well, it doesn't really solve the whole Wizard's Island.
Oh, I
Do you
don't
guys-
want to swim.
He says, well, he turns to his wizard here and goes like, do you have anything that might work? You look at the wizard that's here, and you notice it's a wizard that he said he was going to have teleport you. The wizard here goes, I could perhaps relay a portable boat.
Those exist.
It's basically, he says, it's basically a rowboat that's been shrunken down through magic. You say a couple words and the boat becomes a normal rowboat.
Huh. Alright, I guess that'll work.
It's not a big boat, but it could carry all four of you just fine. Assuming none of you weigh over 500 pounds.
Well,
No? Okay, good.
Balzar, you're gonna have to cut a few meals.
Jokes.
Very funny.
All right. Well, the king says you guys, or do you want to take the big boat all the way around and risk running into Volcanoes Island?
We don't have a big boat anymore, so I guess we'll take the small one.
You guys have your normal boat back. Despite the whole, robbing and shit, the king of Yathora and the High Pala managed to come to an agreement to let you keep the boat. Which is docked in Yathora right now.
How about we just leave it here for now?
Okay. Your crew will be happy. You have an actual crew on the boat now, besides just a couple kobolds and the gay sailor Philip.
You will also. I will.
Who
might
might also be the captain's head, if you know what I mean.
He's not gay. He's fabulous.
I'm fabulous.
Please
So
don't.
you're flaming. Something else I forgot to mention. Akir is pretty good looking.
Yeah, he's really good looking. Like,
Well, all right. Well,
Smooth complexion, eyes that are just the right color, hair is nice and curled back in. He's very well groomed, very well dressed.
Everything's perfect.
You look pretty good for a dog.
He rolled a nat 20 for calmliness.
oh.
So he could have been a bard if he wanted to.
Could have been.
So what is he?
Not telling.
He's
He
a
doesn't want to
jackal.
say yet. He
I'm gonna
is
call you an
a
Anubis.
half sphinx.
Well, that's what- I'm still gonna call him an Anubis.
All right, IKEA the Anubis.
Or
So, Chief 3 says, sounds like you guys are going to be walking. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you guys can handle yourselves just fine if you run into trouble. I mean, you guys have gotten this far. You, new guy, just do what you said earlier about ripping people's heads off, and you should be fine.
Slicing, not ripping.
Same difference. Get out of my sight. He shoos you guys
Very
away
rude.
out of the keep and back into the city of Ythor. Which,
Quick question.
really,
Why do
the
we
city of
listen to this
Ythor,
guy anyways?
because he's powerful.
what? I missed that cutout. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Basically, he's right on the border of Moldova. He controls that kingdom that broke away from them. He's the one mainly keeping Moldova at bay, stopping him from coming down into Delmore in that region. But he's been hiring you because of the location to deal with LTAP stuff and Queen of Chaos stuff that pops up. You're basically been working as mercenaries for him for the last couple months. Which is where most of your new equipment and shit came from.
I was trying to say I'm gonna call him a jackal because Anubis is the name of a jackal. So
It's the jackal-headed god.
yeah. So I'm gonna call him a jackal instead.
Jackass, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well. You guys head out of Euthora and grab some supplies. They
Yeah,
just
before
kinda
I-
give it to you.
Before that, I introduce Pinky Sparkles to Flutterjack. You see
Introduce-
this is your new best friend. Have fun.
You introduce them. Where's my D100? Shit, where are my dice?
Don't you dare.
Fuck, where did I put my dice? 1 second. They're around here somewhere.
You never had dice. Boom. Alright, let's move on.
Oh, shit. They like each other. There you go.
Oh,
I'm just gonna give it. Fuck, where are my dice? Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find my bag. My wife touched it.
The
so
Mounts
I-
are pretty much best friends with this new character that walked in.
Pretty much. They're all just like, okay, it happens. Give me 1 second, you guys.
hey, guess what, you two? The gnome? He's dead.
Oh, do I keep his hat?
Do you keep his what?
Hat.
If you
Might
want
as
to keep his
well.
hat.
Might
Yeah,
as well.
I'll keep his hat as a little. I
Are you going to be wearing his hat?
No, I
Okay.
don't want to wear his hat. I'll just have it in my inventory.
What was that about a hat?
Spankle's hat.
Oh yeah, it's covered in blood stains. It's totally ruined.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I put a link Roll20 so you can join a game and make an online character sheet. Like, you know, the Scoomer Dunes is cool, except this one is better.
Is that the full title of it? Scoomer Nuts is cool. This one is better.
No, the
Oh,
title
no,
is
it's-
called Do Not Join.
Do not
but
join.
Ignore that name. I can't change.
Aw, I like these Scoomer Nuts. Just cool that I'm. Anyhow, so you guys leave the city. You mount up and you start heading along the roads in that direction. Just gotta make some rolls.
I literally have
first-
a cot hanging between the two camels while they're walking side by side.
You have a what?
A cot.
Yeah, pretty much. You just tie a hammock between their necks or between the humps. You just kind of sit on the hammock the way there. All right. You guys get a pretty good distance. You move along the road from the Athora and start heading south and then east, or east and a little south and east and north. You get past Ilmig, Raltha, and you guys get along the forest edge just east of Jittensburg. And the forest is rather thick through here. Rather thick and darker forest, but the path that you guys are going to be taking from where you are is a little bit lighter. Not a whole lot, but just enough where it's not so gloomy and dark. You guys begin to move into the forest. The leaves crunch beneath your boots. The air is wet. It is starting to get a bit colder out because winter is on the horizon. It should be approaching soon. There are traces of animals here if anyone wanted to try to go hunt anything.
Ooga booga. Ooga booga.
He's going to Ooga Booga, so he's going to attempt to go hunt something. So go ahead and roll your tracking skill.
Caribou, boo, boo, caribou.
You roll
What is that?
d20 of them. Roll
Alright,
d20 then
D20.
add track skill.
I don't remember my track skill, so D20. 17.
17. You very quickly you find tracks of several elk nearby. The tracks from what you can tell are only about an hour or two old, and they weren't moving very fast. Do you want to
Kill
follow them?
Follow them.
All right. You begin to follow the tracks. They head to the northwest of where you guys are right now. So you guys begin heading northwest. Go ahead and roll your tracking again.
15.
15, that is enough to continue the track. And eventually you come to a small clearing in the forest. It's not a rather large clearing. Actually, it's a pretty good sized clearing. I mean, it's about 100 feet wide. It's not a perfect circle, but it's circulish. And in this little area, you do notice that there are approximately about 4 large bucks right now, 4 large male elks.
Kill them.
All right. You take up your bow, you get ready to get a shot. Everyone roll a d20 real quick.
Don't roll a 20.
16.
Okay.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Hold on. Oh wait.
If you have a
I have
ranged
to remember how
weapon,
to do this. 11.
11.
I'm using
All right.
do not join.
Oh yeah,
Go ahead. 8, 11. Okay. All right. You're getting ready to take your shots when when Scoomer Dunce actually points something out, since he's the tracker anyway. He points something out. So you guys get your shots lined up, and you're just about ready to take your shot. And Scoomer Dunce, you notice that in the middle of this field, around where those deer are standing, you notice that there are rather large clawed footprints embedded into the soil.
What's that?
Which strikes you as kind of odd before you get ready to G20 and now shoot your bows.
18.
All right. You roll an 18. Arrow lets loose. It goes flying through the air and strikes one of the deer straight in the neck. And I mean, considering the kind of bow you're using, it pretty much instantly drops it. Which bow are you using? Your regular one or the
The better one.
Oh, Jesus. You let though your
And I'll turn you into none.
I am not going to eat any meat killed by that bow.
Oh, you're gonna eat all the meat. And don't forget all this meat.
Shut up.
Anyway, it kills the deer. Deer falls over, and about this happens, you see that a large shadow appears in the sky above you guys and docks into the deer.
There it is.
About that same time, you see that a green dragon lands in the middle of the forest right here and nabs one of the deer nearby, the one that got shot.
Oh dear.
I knew it was something big, but not a dragon.
Yeah, it's not a ridiculously big, but it is. He lands on it, teeth directly into the neck of it, and he starts to devour it.
I want to hide.
Hey, is everyone okay with staying the crap away from them?
I wonder if it's friendly.
You say, is everyone okay with staying away from the crap of that thing? And you see that on the side of its head, one of the ear folds clicks up towards your direction. He spins his head that way towards you. He rolled a nat 20 to hear you guys. He just looks directly at you guys.
Should I roll for stealth? Because I can...
For stealth, you go.
Alright, then. 12.
12.
12.
16.
16.
D20, right?
Yeah, D20 plus your stealth skill or your hide.
Well,
how do I add that on here?
plus level. Actually, it's higher than 16.
Oh yeah, by the way, Peach, you can claim one of the 3 empty character sheets. I put.
Oh.
It's under.
Actually, it's a 24 for me because I just forgot to add all my points in.
All right.
It's under S.
Well, you definitely hide.
I am as silent as a cat.
Is stealth like a skill?
Stealth is a skill. It would be underneath hide or hide would be the one you want.
I don't have that. Huh.
All right, so go ahead, roll then.
Uh-huh.
4. All right.
Oh, no.
It turns its head to you guys. Most of you managed to hide, but Crestbreak kind of looks around like, where do I hide? And the dragon looks directly at you guys. He leans his head back and he roars green fog your guys' direction.
I gave you a deer. Why do you want to kill?
This green fog rapidly heads your guys' direction. You guys got one turn before it'll be around all of you.
Can I put up my shield to block it?
Not really in this case. It's a green fog, not a green fog.
Well, if it's coming right at us, I can block it.
You can block. You can block the fog, but it'll kind of go. It'll just kind of go around you guys mostly.
Oh, so we can't jump out of the way or anything here. Can we like run in the opposite direction?
If you guys want to try to run the opposite direction.
Yeah, I want to do that.
You guys are gonna try.
I'm just gonna like stone step away from this as far as I can, direction where everyone is not going. I'm just gonna go off my own direction.
You're gonna go off your own direction.
I'm also gonna go off in a. I'm gonna go the direction where the fog is not going towards.
I'm going up the tree.
I'm out.
You climb up a tree. You guys all kind of just scatter different directions as the fog fills the forest floor where you guys were standing. And the dragon takes takes a couple steps toward your guys' direction to investigate farther. By the way, from what you guys can tell, you'd be guessing that this dragon is a young adult. So it's not a ridiculously old and powerful dragon, but it's not a young dragon that could be easily killed. It would provide a bit of a challenge for you guys.
Well, the question is, do we want to even attempt that?
If you guys want to try to fight it. I mean, it is kind of blocking the path to the deer and the way you guys need to go.
What if I tried talking to it to make it
around
leave us alone?
If you want to attempt to make diplomacy with it, you are more than welcome to make the attempt. Just keep in mind that a green dragon's alignment is lawful.
Lawful what?
Evil. Lawful evil.
Oh, great.
So which means there is a chance it could work with you. There's a chance it could decide that it doesn't like you. As far as it's concerned, you were sneaking up on it, so it attacked.
Excuse me, green dragon man.
So you head back toward that direction to talk to it?
And I was like, well, I have an idea. I'm gonna get this thing away from us.
Well, it's mostly stick. It's not too far away from you. I mean, the gas stays there for a couple, like a minute or two until it disappears, but it's keeping a pretty good watch over the direction you guys came from, where you guys were.
I walk out like, no. Excuse me. I still have my shield though. Excuse me, Green Dragon.
It looks down at you and goes, "Oh, one of the half-breeds."
I'm gonna ignore that. Listen, we don't want no trouble, alright? A friend here was just getting some meat, and if you would just let us leave, like in that direction, no trouble will come.
Yeah, fuck it. Just tell him he can have the meat.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for your diplomacy.
We'll let you
Or
keep
your persuasion.
We'll let you keep what this guy killed.
Fuck.
If you let us by.
Go ahead and roll d20 for persuasion.
19.
Ooh.
19. Damn, that was pretty good. Do you have bonuses to your persuasion skill?
I think so. I have like plus 4 persuasion.
Oh, that 19's with your bonus. Okay, I see. Oh, that's cool. It automatically adds your bonuses.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
cool.
I don't have to bother looking anymore.
Oh, I see. It has the little note down there too. It says plus 4%. All right. You give it that talk. It contemplates itself for a second. I just rolled back-to-back 20s. It contemplates itself for a second, and it just churns itself around and goes back to hunting the deer.
Huh.
Guys, I think it's safe.
Alright.
Let's leave.
It says nothing else. Just turns around to go back. You are so fucking lucky I just rolled back-to-back 20s.
Alright.
It was perfectly it was perfectly like, okay, I'm going back.
Okay, I believe you.
I like
It goes back to eating. God damn it, I had a really cool encounter built for that. Or a good fight.
I don't want to waste time getting to the Wizard's Tower.
Yeah, to be fair, you guys probably just saved yourself like 15 minutes.
I still have to wait until the gas vanishes to get
It's
out
gone.
of the tree.
It's gone.
Alright.
I'm just going to say that entire encounter was all Balzar's fault.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Totally
You guys were
Balzar's
talking too,
fault.
you know. You guys were talking too, you know.
I'm going to wait until Crestbraid walks by the tree and just drop right behind him. Well, that was nice.
What?
Go ahead and roll d20.
Hello?
12.
12? Alright, you drop out of the tree and you kind of get your balance wrong, but you manage to recover and you fall out of the tree and land behind him. You just thunk. Just start following him. You guys walk around the fucking green dragon. Just, yep, nothing to see here. And you guys go around him and continue along your way to the Wizard's Island.
By the way, in the freaking Roll20 I sent, there's 3 empty character sheets for anyone to.
Yeah, I don't know where to access that.
It's under the folder that says
asses. How many asses?
3. Well, 4 counting me, but there's 3 empty asses.
I'll prefer to keep mine written on the paper next to me right.
If I don't claim it for you guys.
Fair enough. Anyway, you guys get around the dragon. No problem. He just lets you go. You guys get a good distance away from him, and you hear his wings flap, and he flies off.
I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like the taste of stone anyway.
Giant stone kitty.
Yeah. Who the hell likes rock soup anyway?
You can see the dragon through the canopy of the forest here, and you see that he has a deer in his clutches as he flies away.
Yeah, stone soup is actually pretty fucked up if you think about it. I mean, that's like basically Earth Genasi flesh.
This is true. Yeah, fucking Genasi. By the way, you guys watch the dragon. The direction he flies off is to the northeast toward the Icewind Mountains. You're pretty sure he has a nest up that direction somewhere.
Well, okay.
Guys, continue along your way. You managed to bypass that bullshit just fine. You get to the coastline here. It is a very rocky coastline, but you believe you can navigate it just fine with the main shit of navigation that you guys have gotten on your ship for the last couple months. So whoever wants to try to manage this, you're up to be captain on a little tiny rowboat.
Wait, we said the magic words, right?
Yeah. Full-size rowboat appears.
Kadoch,
Basically,
you are now a normal-sized rowboat.
Basically. And yeah, it's a rowboat that can hold 6 people.
I will do. You know what? You guys have been here long enough. You know how to sail this thing? I've been on the desert.
Be a captain. Oh no, see, compared to a ship. So I guess.
We're gonna climb in now, and
Probably take the
900 pounds. It's only heavy enough. You guys, you're gonna have to sack your camels. It won't find.
Yeah.
All your mouth.
Tony.
With me.
You've been walking all this time?
No, I've been riding on someone else.
No. I have a bed thrown between the camels. No one's riding my.
You gotta ride with one of the other guys. Paladin can literally just. Yeah, the Paladin gets its own special mount. It can just summon it with a what they call a Paladin mount. Paladin's horse or something.
Never heard of this.
Noble steed.
Noble. Let me go to that Paladin page. Page 1. At 5, you get a special mount. The Paladin's mount is superior to a normal mount of its kind. It has special powers as described below. The standard mount for a medium Paladin. For a small pony. Your mount would be a war horse, which you are a 10th level Paladin, gets a +4. His hit die and natural armor +6, so 6 strength adjustment of 2, has the improved speed. It has empathetic link, improves evasion, share spells, and share saving throws, so it can cast the same spells you use.
Quick question: is that the 3E handbook? I've been using 5E this whole.
I know. So there's some stuff you'll miss.
Yeah.
Part why I don't like 5E. They took shit out that was really cool.
I would say the wizard spellcaster list is still pretty amazing.
Yeah, there's some other.
At some point, you can summon 2 mounts. One's a spear, a literal mount.
Yeah. So you guys deploy the boat in the water, and Balzar, you pilot it.
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about the camels.
You're gonna have to hide them.
Yeah, we'll just leave them here. That's just what we're gonna have to do.
Hey, IKEA, do you got a way to?
I'm just gonna turn to the camels and in my native tongue, speak to the one that started with me, telling it to go.
You tell the camel to go high, confused for a second, and then wanders off. And it's on the coastline. It'll see it, but anything in the sky can't see it. Where
point to Wade. You join him.
Wade already went over there with.
What was the other camels? Did we only have 2 camels?
Yes, you have 2 camels, and they both belong to the jackal.
We also have someone's.
No, I never brought the pony.
Not your pony.
Gravel.
Yeah.
Crestbrae.
Yeah.
You have your pony here too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just leave it on the shore.
On the or hidden with the camels.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, on the shore. Yes, with the
Yes.
camels.
Yeah,
I'm not getting an answer here.
Leave it on the shore so the dragon can eat.
I guess it's on the shore, so the jackal will only have the mounts when he gets back.
Yeah.
Yes, you're putting it on the shoreline.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, you put your pony on the shoreline, and you guys get in the boat. Balazar, go ahead and roll D. All right. Yeah. Hop into the boat. So you guys start to get ready. And Balazar, you have no. You know how to operate a warship, but not a. You're very confused as what the.
Wait.
Just
It's one of these.
Should I roll to see?
If anyone else wants to try to roll.
I purposefully did not learn. Good enough for me.
18. You take the paddle from him, and you pretty much, despite together and figure it out enough
You do it,
to where you guys are moving.
dog man.
Balazar, the way you steer it's a rowboat.
Someone else grab a paddle and just start rowing.
I don't want to freaking row.
I'll row too.
Row your boat gently down the stream.
Balazar,
Fuck you, Span.
it wasn't worth it.
In a dream.
Row off. You guys row off to Wizard's Island.
Roll up to that wizard island like.
Get to Wizard's Island and to kind of figure out what the hell you're doing. But eventually you get enough of the hang of it and you guys arrive on the shore. Parks, and it's a rather splendid tower. If you were to guess, it'd be about 10 stories tall in our comparison. It has strange cana at the top of it with floating bricks and spires and crystals. All emanate with light coming from the inside, occasional flashes and of it. You see that there is one mage-looking guy at the bottom, standing in front of the large doors.
Well, Balazar, you wanted to come here.
Well, I mean, we kind of have to come here.
3 times. Kind of want you to come here.
Yeah.
To the shore of this, I think I'm going to be jumping off. This is very strange.
Oh, Balazar, I'll let you lead.
Sargo. It's not like 3 tusks.
I'll walk up with Balazar.
Up with Balazar, you get up to the mage-looking guy that's standing there. He holds out his hand and, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
We've been sent by the king of Yathor. God, this tower.
He points at you and goes, "What's your name?"
Balazar.
What? What is the king of Yathora's name?
3 tusks.
What is your business here?
To seek the holy.
Ah.
I have to find out some information.
Alright, that is 3 tusks that had you then. I was informed that he was some people come. Time he spoke, he said a dragon bone, a gnome, and a human. Where's the gnome?
He's dead.
He's deceased.
Dead.
Oh, well. I'm assuming that this
Yeah, he died in the bloody
creature
sex
honest.
orgy.
your gnome.
Yes.
Creature.
Or whatever the fuck you are, I really don't.
He's a
You really are rude.
Yes.
I
very
don't
rude.
get. I have more important things to do than me standing here and talking to travelers coming in just to speak with the gun.
Would you like
Are you
Magical.
jealous of him?
stand out here
I
with
have a magical inquiry that was just more important than dealing with travel.
seeker of knowledge. I also
Yeah, we're all
Just
mages.
let
What the
us
fuck
in.
do you think we do all day?
Well, let's just leave him alone. Come on, guys. We got some
drink crack and that blowing shit up.
That works too.
Come on,
Anyway,
dog.
doors open for you guys. They're wizards, so no one's standing there to open the doors. The door just opens because they're fucking wizards. You guys head into the first floor of the tower. Splendously tall main hall. You think the first 3 stories are just the first. Extremely high ceilings with magnificently tall bookshelves cover the wall, floating candles all over the place, large and crystals decorate the walls to illuminate this place. There's a few wizards down here browsing through the books, some casting levitate to get some of the books off the upper shelf, some practicing magic, alchemy, minor alchemy, shit like that. As
Check
you're
out
standing,
those walking brooms over there.
as you're standing in there, a little flame erupts from the floor beneath you, and a creature is standing there. I was like, "You're here to see Gunther."
Ah, demon!
It is a fucking demon. See Gunther.
Like pull out,
Kill it.
scared.
Jesus Christ! Don't feed that
You
thing.
all pull out your weapons. As soon as you do that, all the mages turn to you guys with spells.
All right, wait. Is this guy with you? Are you part of this place?
I am Gunther's little familiar creature. Nice to meet you.
Okay. I put my sword. Just don't come anywhere near me, alright?
I could do
Literally
that,
just
maybe.
reverse my swords right back into his sheaths, although they were ringing the entire time after I pulled them.
Weapons back away.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Gremlin, I'm an imp.
What?
Surprised dealing with little gremlins every now and then. They're not really fun. Almost as bad as the fucking shark rat. You need to watch out for those. You need to watch out for those. It's highly important.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
I
You
bet.
know what? And let us just continue on our.
Huh? He says, well, to escort you after Gunther. He will speak to you again.
Please.
He does that, and he sits on his side. He pulls out a crystal and kind of hobbles, like almost happily hops towards you guys, and he gets close to you all, holds the little crystal up, and there's a flash of light, and you guys at the top of the tower.
Ooh.
You see that Gunther, you guys have met him long ago in the past, and he is standing up there. I believe you guys met in Solto? No. Solto, no, Dormore.
Yeah,
in Dormore, you guys.
Yeah, I never met this guy
Yeah.
once in my life.
You met him in Dormore because you guys kind of snuck into there.
Oh yeah.
Because they were racist as fuck. Kind of snuck into there and got all the orc with the mangy little face, the fucking long ass beard. He's holding and at the very top of the staff, you see a very bright glowing orb. It's not even connected to the staff. It's just kind of hovering. In Balazar, you hear a voice. That's it.
Oh.
Huh? Wait. Oh.
You know that is the. You and Spankles were supposed to.
I know.
And Gunther, eyes raises his arm, still holding a staff firmly. And welcome! I assume you're all here from Chief Three Tusk, as my little friend Charles has told me. Is this correct?
Indeed.
Within a split hello there, her, I do believe I'll be up close checking him. You are a strange one.
What, the orc?
Yes.
Yeah, you get up close. You like up close, right up to him, and he does that, and he kind of just, which blasts you back to the group and says, "No touch." He goes, "That's a little too close for my comfort, and I don't quite appreciate it very much. If you keep your distance from me, that'd be great. For I trust you. You're from Three Tusks. I do a personal connection on a very close level. I appreciate."
Okay, yeah, shut up. All right, what are we here for?
Okay, anyway, he says, what was it? Three Tusks told me he was sending some people.
We want some. He sent us for some useful information for the assault against Volcanus Island.
Oh, that's right. He says, very well. Well, that's himself, and you actually see like a 3D, basically a 3D magical map of Volcanus Island appear in front of you guys. And he's just channeling the energy, and he says, well, from what we have gathered, for one, starters, fortunately for us and unfortunately for Moldova, LTAB is not working with the Queen of Chaos at all. As a matter of fact, from what it seems our agents have discovered, they are actually fighting with each other on every now and then, which is from Volcanus Island fighting with Moldova, which tells me LTAB and the Queen of Chaos are at war with each other, which could be beneficial to us in some way. Other than that, Volcanus Island is heavily different kinds of demons. There are demons that seem to pour out of the head of the volcano almost every day. Just all could potentially complicate things. How many seen?
Yeah.
Not 100% certain. I mean, it's keep exact numbers on it all. Minotaurs are not demons. However, the demonic typed minotaurs coming out of there.
What about undeads?
Undead too, of course.
Right, so
Ghouls, ghasts, a couple dreadlords. I think there was a lich that came out of there at one point.
Oh dear.
It says most of the part there's been several dritch that have come out, and there's been one or a few succubi that we've seen. He says, of course, there's been all kinds of different kinds of creatures, and they've all been annoying as hell, having to keep that. There are lots of Hizro that have came out of there as well, the main tanks of the army. Shit like that. He says, unfortunately, on top of all that, we have also seen a couple Baylors come out of there. They act as the general armies. They could pose quite a threat. But something we have noticed, and this is what I believe Chief Three Tusks wanted me to have you guys look at. There is a spot on the island where I believe we could more easily get in, an area that's less watched. And if you guys wanted to make the attempt, I bet you guys could fit in through there. By the way, I sent you pictures. For those of you who don't.
Yeah, I was looking up on Google Images.
Basically, think of the fucking Balrog from Rings. Yeah, these guys are bullshit. He says, so whatever they're planning over there is going to be pretty big, and I don't want to know the full details of it. If we can manage to get in through that small section right there that is less guarded, it'd only be a small crew going in there, but if we can get in through there, perhaps we can find a way in to try to shut down this demonic factory that comes out of the island, or at least learn more about what exactly is going on. He says, my hope is that this demonic army is not going to be a huge fucking destroy everyone invade. but considering the circumstances, it probably is. Unless he's going to mount an assault on Moldova, which would be great.
It's always nice when your two enemies.
Yeah.
But if they can animate an army of Moldova of dead, it's not friendly.
Exactly, and that's part of what the problem is if it is really to make it a Moldova, then if they were to succeed, we would have the other problem of an army of the demons as well as undead of Moldova coming at us, which is not the most favorable.
Well, undead are nothing to me, so.
Well, whether they are or not, the rest of us, they are still something. They're not fun to deal with.
Well, don't worry, I'll deal with them for you, if I can.
He says, well, hopefully that is the case. He says, like I said, or I'm sure Three Tusks has said to you guys, head the assault, considering your background with LTAP, you have better chances of dealing with him than the rest of us.
Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
we're going to be trying to mount an assault on them to drag enough attention away from where you guys will be so you can get in and do your job. We believe you'd have the best odds, so that's why we're having you do it.
Gee, thanks.
Well, I guess we are the chosen ones.
Yeah, kind of. He says, and of course, if there's anything I can do to help you guys in order to succeed in your task, I'd be more than happy to extend my wings.
I have a question.
Yes.
I've got a question. Do you guys have a bathroom?
Yeah, down the hall.
All right. Excuse me for a minute, guys. And I leave. Go to a nice.
Gone before we got.
I go to a nice secluded room where nobody is listening, and I ask LTAB.
Okay, message me the question. For the rest, kind of filling in with details of what the plan is, battle strategies, that while really too ridiculous. And he offers and he extends to you that when you guys are ready to leave, you're free. He can either teleport you back, or if you guys want to stay here for a day or two and learn some magic or talk thoroughly over the Volcanus plots, he can.
I personally will wish to stay and talk about the Volcanus. Get a little more info since this guy knows jack and shit about what's going on.
And I would also like to learn some magic too. I wouldn't mind learning a little bit here and there.
Slowly try to figure new orc in front of me.
Well, you know what? I think it's perfectly fine if everyone else hears this, to be honest.
No.
Well, I mean,
All right.
everything.
That's pretty much what he tells you. I know it's just if you don't want anyone else to kind of hear that stuff, because that's directly from LTAB to you. To the
By the way, all these questions are being asked. It's not me. It's Balthazar. I was gonna do this whole RP thing where I'm like, yeah, LTAB, I know you, but could you help me? I guess we're just gonna skip it.
Okay, so you kind of snap out of that as they're done talking all their battles.
There for a while.
You head back up. Those are smells.
At some point, hey, I'm gonna walk over and look Crestbraid's shoulder to see what he's reading.
Crestbraid, what are you reading right now?
I'm not sure. I did ask for me to read some other some magic book, I guess.
Oh, yeah, sure. He actually extends forward a different kind. He offers one of the levels of the library that's here, and that level will act as a religious library. So if you wanted to investigate it to try to learn some more religious stuff, you can. There are spells that perhaps were lost to clerics that could be found in there, shit like that. If you wanted to invest,
yeah,
there could potentially be some really powerful stuff. And if not, I mean, you could try to magic that you could tune into your religiousness.
I wouldn't mind joining him on his to see if I can help
Garl
him.
Glittergold says you should definitely, or he tells you directly, you should definitely read through that library. I bet you could find something.
Yeah, we'll do just
wizard.
that.
Oh, Joaquin, does he say anything to me?
Walking said he likes this place. It's filled with magic. It feels very nice. And he says he'll be back in a couple minutes and just.
Wait, who's walking?
Walking is the name of his.
No, Joaquin is
Joaquin, the god. Gosh, my
Oh.
brain died out for a second. Your cat tells you that he disappears. Joaquin has not actually said anything to you directly.
Oh.
But you feel that she's watching.
Oh.
By the way, wizard, what was your name again?
Gunther.
Gunther. How did you obtain a magical staff such as that?
Oh, well, to put this in direct comparison, he says this staff was actually my original staff when I was becoming a aptitude mage. In years, I had fine-tuned it and created into a powerful little relic of sorts. When the old headmaster died, he offered me his, but I did not take it in repairs. I transmuted the magic into this one. He says, and this glowing orb on the top is essentially, it's a prison key. He says there are several different creep lords and occasionally access to it to free themselves.
I have a quick question, though.
Of course.
Has anyone ever tried to steal your staff?
He says, honestly, there has been a couple people have tried to steal the staff, but I have never successfully had an actual thief go after it. Almost everyone who's tried to go after the staff has gone for either a direct assault or a direct attack. He says almost all the time people trying to steal are not the most creative, mostly brutes and devoted fanatics who are too impatient to please their god.
Huh. Sound familiar?
He looks at you and goes, like, I don't know you very well, but no offense in case you are. Looking at Crestbraid. He knows you're a cleric. It acts more as a conduit of my abilities. A conduit of my abilities, a way to enhance my abilities, and also the staff itself contains several enchantments and stuff inside of it that empower. Also, it's a symbol of my status, so it's important I have it.
Yeah, it's very impressive.
Thank you.
But yes, you keep it on you at all times, even when you sleep.
He says sometimes. He says not all the time, though. Occasionally I do eat or I want to work other materials. He says there are some cases in which I cannot have the staff on me because it interferes with my work, such as enchanting and imbuing wands and staves and certain incantations of spell. He says too much of the power from the key that's at the top of it, and it'll overload it and cause a cataclysm of sorts.
Are you gonna?
You are sure very open about this information.
He says, I have no percent free tusk, and you're on my side.
Speaking of eating, when is lunch this place?
Most of the wizards, we kind of just eat whenever we want.
I see.
Just whenever someone feels hungry, they go get some. Pretty much, almost all of us can.
They summon a bird.
Pretty much. We never ask where the food comes from. We're just like, burger in our hand.
I wish I could learn.
I know, that'd be the greatest fucking thing ever. Just hold out your hand, just burger in your.
5 guys.
Cheeseburger.
It's like just hold his fucking hand out and be like, Diet Coke! Diet Coke would appear in his hand.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Beer? Hey, look, a beer! Refreshing. Anyway, Gunther says once again he extends an invite to you guys if you want to stay here for a couple days, rest up from the little travel, read some of the magical text, go over more battle strategies with him, shit like that.
Yeah, I think I could go over a few types of strat.
This is very. Yeah.
Okay, quick.
Yes.
Are spellcasters here?
Several.
Young one.
Huh?
Level 10 pedophilia alert. Warning. Warning. This is not a drill.
I'm talking about young adult ladies, not the.
Oh, man.
Level 10 pedophilia alert. Warning. This is not a.
Remember, kids, she's still.
Remember, kids, they can't say no if they can't say.
Of age.
Yes, there are several female wizards in here that are of age.
Well, then I know what I'm doing.
Races all across. God damn it, Spankle!
Spankle's 2.0.
No. This guy's a performer.
So was Spankles!
This guy has a higher charisma.
Anyhow, as soon as you come to the conclusion that there are females of various races here, you immediately disappear down the staircase, hunt them down, snip them out. If you know what I mean.
That it's between flirting with females and reading some religious books you see about getting a new spell.
I'm really starting to think Todd likes to play this type of character.
I'm starting to think that, I already know that. I know that's the kind of character you like to play.
I'm just waiting for Thurk to suddenly become horny.
He has a girlfriend.
He does?
Yeah, he even said that he's gonna get to her.
What was that?
Thurk.
My barbarian in a different game.
What about Orfeo?
Olfia?
Yeah.
You'll find out.
I'm actually running or my wife is trying to learn how to dungeon master. I'm running a barbarian named Gorgon.
Is he a Gorgon?
No, but he licks things seductively to claim them as his own.
Oh my.
Actually, I should send you something so
In
you
there is another I might implement into or one if you guys ever finish or when we finish this one, we'll probably run that one as well. It's way more structure. One of the most important things about the game is a special system called quirks. Quirks are just weird things about your character that you have to pick from. I was telling Todd some of them earlier, and some of them are.
Wait, is it going to be a sequel?
No.
Oh.
This campaign is split into 2 different parts, though, so you have that.
Oh, okay.
You guys are.
There will be a sequel.
If you choose to continue.
This character will flirt with females and read up some religious book.
All right, so Crest Braid, you can go ahead and roll search for a religious text that could be helpful.
D20.
D100 for
Oh,
this
D100.
one.
Okay. Here we...
8.
What? What?
Well, you go search for the library, and in the
Wait, do I get
library,
any
can't find the library.
do I get any what you call it add-ons?
Yeah, with your bonuses, you find a library and there's books.
Like I didn't
That's about it. You're not really quite like the first hour of being in here. You try to find, you're not really able to find what you're looking for.
Okay. That's a
Gravel
problem.
is probably the unlucky person out of all of us.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Like everyone else has waited to die, and then there's
And there's
then there's him.
All right.
It seems that Gravel does have a personality. He's really unlucky.
I wouldn't say I'm unlucky. I just probably have no luck. I'm not very lucky. I'm not very unlucky. I'm just normal on that aspect.
All right. Well, Akira, you're gonna go ahead and roll a D100 as well. Or actually, no, you're 20 plus your performance. D20 plus your performance skill.
I wouldn't really say being unlucky is a personality.
All right, D20 plus I perform.
I would say kind of could be.
Watch out, wolves. Here comes Medicine.
I literally just killed Mario.
That'd be a 24.
24. All right. You perform great songs for these women that have gathered to listen.
Mostly,
Fantastical songs. Fantastic.
he literally sings. That's
Yeah.
all he does.
He sings the song "Don't Hit the Jackal."
Don't hit the jackal. Despite being a sphinx.
It's like Despacito 2,
No.
but not a
no?
dead meme.
All right. Of the 10 women that come over to listen, 3 of them have interests.
That means I have a chance.
Of these 3 women, their races are a dragonborn, a dragonborn. There is a shoot, where did the list I had go? A dragonborn, a kenku. A kenku, it's a fucking bird person looking
I know.
thing. A dragonborn, a kenku, and a tiefling.
I have a large variant there.
You got a freaking bird, a lizard, and a demon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really interesting combination. The rest of them, the humans, basically just kind of lost interest and walked away. But the other ones, they have never heard songs so fabulously crafted with a tongue that is strange, that they've never from a distant land none of you have ever heard. He could even be potentially from the land of.
No way.
Just be happy it wasn't a fucking Loxodon. Goddamn elephant.
Is this a better picture for Spankle's character? I mean, ignore the monk outfit.
In a way.
Gravel, go ahead and roll D100 again to try to hunt down some text since you found finally after like.
Okay.
I guess from now on you're a cat man. Hey,
Closer to a jackal.
Hold on, let me.
For I'm a jack of all trades.
43. All right. You dig around for a while and you do find some texts that could potentially be of an importance, could potentially be useful to what you want to learn. Just could have stuff inside of it. So you're basically just going to spend the day. I mean, it's a good, relaxing little area. They have incense that's burning. They have all music, very light-hearted kind of droning music that is made in here. It's just a relaxing environment. You like it.
Nice.
And because of this area, the area that you're on right now, it's more tuned to religious themes and stuff like that. There is a personal setting, basically, you can ask them to play to tune toward the songs of Garl Glitter Gold and that kind of shit. So it's a perfect environment for you to study in.
Cool.
All right. Now, for the other two. Balazar and Scoom are done. So you waited a little while, you let everyone ways. You headed down the tower to grab something to eat real quick, but you guys are currently together because you both feel a strange connection to one, but at the same time, a competition.
Should I tell him?
If you wish to discuss your bits with each other, you can.
Scoomer, come here for a second. I need to tell you something.
What is it?
Do not let Chris Braid know this, but steal the orb.
I thought you changed your Bowser.
When?
Okay, never mind. Just tell me what you were about to say.
When? I've talked to LTAP when I was in the bathroom.
That
He
is
says-
questionable.
But no one was listening. It's the only place. By the way, we're in a bathroom right now.
Oh yeah, totally.
Why are we in the bathroom, by the way?
The spirit spankles rise from the toilet. Oh, dear, hi.
Get the fuck out of here, Spankles. You're dead.
Ignore him.
Spankles' ghost is
It's
just
the most
gonna be a
private part of this place.
character.
Look, you see, there's no listening stones anywhere.
Oddly enough, the bathroom is the only place that doesn't have listening stones.
Just
So,
why would you want one there?
Oh yeah, that sounds delicious.
Oh God. That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Sitting in the bathroom, you hear the faint sound somewhere off in the distance, maybe echoing in reminiscence of Billy Chumpet.
God, I should have eaten all those burritos.
Oh,
God damn
I can't
it.
do Billy Trumpet's voice. It's just impossible for my throat. Only Billy Trumpet can be Billy Trumpet.
Spankles would beg to differ about your throat.
You just do a voice like this or something.
Oh, should never been burrito.
Oh, man.
Basically, I just figure his voice is like a really, even more incomprehensible fucking Hulk Hogan. Anyway, so you guys can continue discussing your bit here in the bathroom.
What's gonna happen? LTAB told me that he can send us away from the tower if I'm able to get my hands on the orb.
Cool.
And
So,
well, I heard you asking all those questions, and I think I know what you want.
I was just going over battle strategies, but now that you brought up the...
No, the staff. You know.
It was a lot of questions relating to the staff.
Look, I know when
Man,
someone wants to steal
I
something.
was just
right?
wondering about the magic. You see, I've always wanted to become some sort of wizard.
Well, now's your chance.
Okay, well,
Look, if you're able to steal the wand at the exact same time, steal the crystal, then we can. The only problem is, well, what about Chris? What Chris Pratt will think about this?
he'll flip.
Yeah, which is why you can't tell any. Maybe a kid will be fine.
That's a great question. It's the worst thing ever when you can hear the conversation, but your character doesn't know.
Yeah, no metagaming allowed. All right.
I've been good on that.
All of you have actually been doing really good on that. Thank you.
Well, there hasn't been really much to metagame.
I know, but the times that stuff have popped up, thank you for not being an asshole about it.
Suddenly, Chris Spray teleports into the bathroom. No, you guys are evil. Smite.
Hey, knock that shit off.
If only I had the power of teleportation.
Reminds me of a paladin I once played. I basically found a way to bug my players without breaking the law, or bug everyone else in the party so I could listen to them without ever breaking the law, or breaking my rights on. I broke so many goddamn things they were trying to do because.
Well, alright. Are you guys going to keep talking in the bathroom? Try to conspire to derail the whole campaign again? Or
By the way, both
are
of
we
you
gonna
roll a
continue?
d20. By the way, both of you roll d20.
So as soon as I grab the orb, you can grab the staff, and we'll both get out completely unscathed. Right?
All right. I rolled a 16.
A 7.
16 and a 7. All right. They both were sitting in there, and for you who rolled the 16, you hear outside of the bathroom, you start to hear heavy footsteps.
I like to merge into the wall.
What?
He's a fucking stone Ganashi, earth Ganashi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess since the
You can do
walls are
that.
probably stone.
You just go, oh shit, and you just kind of merge into the stone.
Where are you going?
Away.
Oh crap!
You hear the heavy footsteps, and the door opens to the bathroom, and you see Gunther, the magister. He walks in. He does not have his staff on him, and he walks in, and he sits down in one of the bathroom stalls here.
One
of the bathroom stalls, despite being the medieval age, and it's kind of just all open for everyone to see each other.
Oh.
That's the most awkward thing when two people are in that room.
Is there?
I'd look for his staff. All right.
You're gonna attempt to look for a staff. All right.
Yeah.
You're gonna need to make 3 different rolls real quick.
All
First roll. Go ahead and roll d20 real quick, and add your stealth or any stealth skills you.
Do either of us have a way to communicate with each other?
18 again with the way to die.
All right. All right.
I would like it if you would join the roll 20. I'm doing that as well.
Problem. Yeah, I think you forgot my computer had.
Oh, he wasn't here for that. His computer's not working right.
Oh.
He's on the phone.
Well, at least
okay.
Ulfer can still join.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll d100 now.
D100. 1, 2.
On d100.
Yeah. 83.
All right. Now roll a d20 again.
20.
And apply your search skill.
14.
And do you have any in your search?
I don't know.
You're a ranger. You should. Oh, that's right. You don't have your sheet.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna be walking around making.
Actually, hold on. Wait. I have your character notes written down.
I'm gonna make sure Gravel and Akir aren't doing anything important.
All right. Scoomer, you kind of merge and meld your way through the walls. Since you're using natural abilities, you don't set any magical traps or anything off. There were plenty of chances for the mages to sense your life energy moving throughout the building, but somehow you managed to evade almost all of them. But you eventually make your way into a small area of the tower. You figured because he went into the bathroom to take a shit, he's probably going to be down there for a couple minutes. But the area you come into appears to be some kind of a bedroom or study room. And you see sitting in a little pedestal that's slightly raised in the middle of the floor with several blue rays of light heading into the orb. You see his staff and orb sitting there with magical auras and protections around it.
Interesting.
So you're currently standing in this room right now.
And meanwhile, I'm going back to the place where the orb is, and checking if there's anyone there.
Okay. Hold on one second. Second.
Oh,
So I don't get any actions here.
no. You're reading. Right? Crap.
I'm sending just kind of messages, right?
Could have sworn I had detect magic.
Oh, I send messages to people. Balazar, go ahead and roll a d20 2 times for me real quick. And then roll a d100.
D20, D20, and I know there's an option to roll D100.
Yeah, an advanced roll.
Advance.
Question mark. Oh wait, no. Die. Advanced rolls at the bottom, below fudge.
There we go.
Nice. It's not bad, actually.
13.
You kind of dodge and weave your way through the tower, acting like you're just kind of investigating, asking people where the library is, that kind of shit. And you follow the strange instinct that you have in your head towards the top of the tower when you come to a magical door. This door seems to be energy. A strange blue light emanates from underneath it. And you sense a presence, a familiar presence on the other side of the door. The question is, can you get in? Your detect magic is just kind of passively going right now, and you can feel this door and magical trap on it.
Can I use that?
Can you use what?
Spell magic.
You can try.
No one's looking.
You kind of look around real quick to investigate. Looking, you don't notice anyone nearby.
All right. What do I roll?
D20 plus your D20 plus your, since you're a paladin, plus your charisma modifier.
All right. So that'd be D20 plus 8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Your charisma modifier is plus 8. Oh, right, yeah. Oh shit, nat 20. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm a stuff in here instead of just being bam, it works. I'm doing some other shit in this, but nat 20 plus your 8, yeah, that breaks the spell on it immediately. You cast it on the door and you feel the spell dissipate. Spell dissipates. The doorknob is ready to be opened.
All right. I quickly I open it to make sure there's no one on the other side.
You quickly open it and you see that Scoomer is on magical auras following around him.
Very quietly. I'm just doing everything stealthily. It happens.
You can try. Or, yeah, you just lock the door, really.
Yeah. Freaking...
Both of you guys immediately get into your heads that something has happened downstairs and people are starting to panic and run around. You should both find this room immediately.
Hey, Eltab, what did you give me to ward things?
Check over your spell list.
Comes dominate undead. Use this ability.
Look, I'd look into your special abilities he's given. Something like that.
You've given me
Hold on, let me look at your sheet real quick. Balazar, there you are. All right, I'm looking at your sheet. Hold on. It's not.
Hold on.
Ooh. He tells you that sanctuary would be a you should cast your zone of truth, but activate it the reserve other way you can do it, and that you should use your create avatar. Did you hear me, Balazar?
I think his internet might have cut out.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, there
He tells you that you should cast Sanctuary around this here. That special version of Zone of Truth you get, and you should cast your Create Avatar.
Alright, I cast all 3.
Alright, you kind of dedicate it to cast all 3. Are you going to try to stop them all or anything, Scuba Dunce, or are you going to kind of just let them do whatever? Because it seems like you guys are...
Protect us.
Yeah, I'm just going to let them do that.
Hold on.
Alright.
Protect us.
You do the same thing. You do the same thing. He casts stuff since he's got the time. At about that time, you start to hear a bunch of sounds outside the door that you're at. And give me 1 second, both of you, all 3 of you guys.
All 3?
Don't worry about it, or I'll tell you in a second. Okay. So, Scuba Dunce, do you do that?
Do what?
Do you do what I messaged you?
Hold on, let me...
Yes, really.
What?
Alright.
Okay. So, as that's happening, you're all sitting in here. Balazar has cast the spells. You, after a couple seconds go by, you begin to hear those steps coming up the stairs, followed by the yelling and screaming of several different people trying to find a way in, but they're finding it difficult to get past. Scuba Dunce, you do that thing that your god wants you to do. And as soon as that happens, you speak in a very odd and you see that around the outsides of this whole place, thick vines begin to grow around the door and around the
Are you doing that?
I take the orb and jump out the window with it.
Okay, well, first off, immediately as you start to go to the orb, you feel a force go through your hand and pull you back.
Interesting.
Almost as if your god is telling you there are wards and protections on this. It's not going to be as easy just to grab it, and you don't have much time. So you're going to have to figure it out. Travis, on the other side, you are heading up the stairs with the magistrate right now. You're currently standing outside the door when you see leafy green foliage grow around the door. You're currently standing out there with the magistrate.
Do I get to jump
so what? Can we get through this here?
Pardon?
So this foliage is preventing us from going into the door.
It's preventing you from using force to open the door. It's pretty thick vines that are holding this door shut, from what you can tell.
Okay, well, I'll put on my gloves and grab onto the vines and burn it.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Okay, that's not going to be.
Okay, here we go.
Did you at least get the wand, Scoomer?
Do I get the wand?
I rolled an 11.
Did you roll in the thing? Oh
he
shoot!
did.
I exit out of it. 1 second. 1 second.
I don't get any modifiers or anything on this.
Roll an 11. Yeah, it's not bad. 1 second. I need to pull the link. Okay, you grab hold of the vines and through the magic that's protected around them. It doesn't feel to be ridiculously strong, but it is a bit of a challenge. But you can feel it starting to burn the vines away, or starting to cause damage to them. And at which point, the rest of the mages around you start to cast fire that direction, as well as the head magistrate protects you from. So they're gonna, you guys, focusing on that, trying to burn away all this stuff.
So did Scoomer find the staff?
If you have the spell, you can try to do that.
Alright, well, do I find the staff?
Oh yeah, the staff and the orb are right there in front of you guys, surrounded by all these protections.
Pick up that staff before we go.
How do we get through it, though?
Oh wait, hold on.
That's
the
the yes, the staff and the orb seem to have magical runes carved into the or into the desk around it, as well as beams of light shooting from runes on the wall into you. By the way, about this time, you hear more voices outside, as well as an amount of heat starting to emanate from the door in the wall.
Here, get out of the way. Let me try again. Spell magic.
You're gonna try to reach for it?
Spell magic.
Oh, you're gonna cast Dispel Magic?
Yeah, D20 plus 8. Oh.
Out. Well, you rolled an 11 in that case, and you cast Dispel Magic, and you see one of the runes around the table disappear.
God.
I forgot to do your level ups with you because I never got a reply from you because you weren't in the group chat.
Do rangers get
yeah, you're a level 10 ranger, by the way. I'm looking at your spells right now.
Because if they do, he can probably help.
Give me 1 second. Get your second level spells. You have Bark Skin, Bear's Endurance, Cat Grace, Hold Animal, Owl's Wisdom, Protection from Energy, Snare, creates a magical booby trap, Speak with Plants, Spike Growth, Summon Nature's Ally, and Wind deflects arrows, small creatures, and gases. It's not bad.
So anything that can get this stat in there, right?
Wind wall could protect you from any gas or arrows that come through the door. Snare you could use to create a magical booby trap in front of the door if you wanted to potentially try. Protection from energy could help you. Right. It absorbs the first 12 points times or plus your level of damage from one type of energy. And if you were to guess, you'd say that this energy on the things is lightning.
Okay, so I do that.
All right, you're gonna cast the booby trap.
No, I cast the thing that can get me into the orb and the staff. Okay.
So you go ahead and cast Resist Energy on yourself, which absorbs some of the damage taken from this lightning. Go ahead and roll a d100 real quick. By the way, you guys are almost through the door. You can feel that door starting to give away. The whole door and as well as the vine down, and the vines are starting to run thin. You guys can see that on 97 on a D100.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right. So you walk into there, you cast the resist energy on yourself, and you start to get closer to it. And as soon as you get close enough to where you can start grabbing the staff, huge amounts of electrical energy surge through you. But because you're an Earth Ganashi, you're able to actually redirect a lot of this energy as if you were ground. So a lot of the energy goes straight into the ground. And there's only one other person in the room right now that could take that energy. Balazar, you are about to be hit with magical electrical energy. You have one action.
What was the spell called? Endure Elements?
Endure Elements is a spell you could use potentially. Let's find it real quick. Paladin spells. Endure Elements. Let me find it. Endure Elements exist comfortably in hot or cold environments. You won't be able to protect you from the electricity, but you could potentially protect yourself from the heat element. Well, actually, you're immune to fire, so the heat won't hurt you. The heat's not going to hurt you, but the electricity will. It's going to surge through your.
How often can I summon my warhorse?
Just kind of at will.
If I summon the warhorse, will it? Wait, what?
Oh yeah, you'll murder face that warhorse.
I can summon it at any time, right?
Yep, you just have to beat the magic in the room that protects it from summoning inside of.
Oh. Crap. Will to me, or is that
That just increases your strength.
Not element. I mean, not magic resist. Chaos.
The spell resistance could potentially help you.
Oh.
Shield Other could definitely help though, because of the special version of it you have.
That would shield me from lightning too, right?
The special of this Shield Other you have, what it does instead, because normally what Shield Other does is you take half the damage from somebody, but Shield Other, what it does instead is you can deal that half of that damage to an ally.
All right, I'm gonna. Please don't hate me, but actually I'm gonna use the.
Which one?
And the freaking shield self, whatever it was.
The one that does damage to the other person.
Yeah, I'm gonna direct it towards Scoomer because he's resistant to lightning.
Why not go towards the guys wwho are trying to burn down the entire
They have to be visible.
Oh.
They have to be visible within about 15 feet of you.
Nice try.
Scoomer Dunes can freaking resist lightning.
He's resistant to it right now, but you're not sure to what degree. Although technically speaking, you're magically dealing the damage to them, so he can't resist it.
Avatar count as an
yes, actually, your avatar does.
All right, I'm gonna avatar. I'm gonna shield myself, and the lightning will hit my avatar.
All right, you cast that down. Huge fucking surge of energy fills the room. On the outside of the room, you can feel the surge of energy fill outside. Just about the same time the door is breaking down as this wave of energy blasts outwards and pushes all of you guys into the back. You guys on the inside of the room are taking damage right now. So let me go ahead and do a calculation. You did not try. You dispelled one of the runes, which protects you from some of the damage, but the ones on the walls are the bulk of it. So in total, without any deductions, you would have been taking 255 damage.
Jesus.
Oh, dang.
Now that was resistant from you and kind of spread throughout the floor and went to Balazar, so he's only going to be taking a different amount. So he would have been taking 216 damage. But because he's directing it back to that guy, Balazar Balazar, instead, you only take 100 damage,
I only have 10 health
which
left.
leaves you with 10 health alive.
Great.
So you are still alive. Now, do me a favor and roll a d100 real quick to see if you manage to stay conscious.
Come on.
What'd you roll?
37.
37.
Ooh.
Ow. That hits you fucking hard. And unfortunately, it is not enough for you to stay conscious. You get blasted with that, you round.
For
Scuba Dance, on the other hand, you are standing there and you are now. And
Can I merge into the wall?
you want to merge into the floor?
he has both.
No, bring the stuff with.
Or holding can go with you if you merge.
Alright, then I do that, and then
Alright.
I go find the.
Travis, you have what? Or actually, yeah, it works right now. I think. Hold on a second. Let me read something.
What happens? The teleport happens.
No, I am looking for something else called Sanctuary. Spell Sanctuary. Spells you casted.
Sanctuary.
Let me find it real quick. Yeah, that is what I'm checking right now. I'm trying to say until spell. It's you. Okay. So Skimmer or Travis, you the only one able to one action before Scuba into the.
I'm sorry, it cut out there.
Don't do anything.
What?
I'm just trying to stop Bowser. Come on, man.
Oh, what was that? I keep getting cut out on Discord.
Oh, Travis, I said Crestbraid has one action before Skimmer Dunce melts the act. I just rolled for the head mage, and he just got knocked unconscious because he rolled a fucking 2.
I just have to wonder, how did they know? Was there some sort of alarm?
No, there was a voice of God that told him something right. And Travis, knowing the history of Balazar, kind of automatically made a figurementation and said,
I already put up the whole
actually...
conversation on stream, so if you can rewind it a bit, you can see it on the conversation between me and God.
Alright.
And I
is there
have
a
no
spell to
Yeah,
I'm
you're completely
looking here
clueless because you weren't in at all.
Here, help us.
You were, honestly, for you, too busy being knee deep in women. You were so busy you did not notice any of this going on. So what did you say you're going to try to do, Travis?
Bring Gunther back from unconsciousness.
You're going to do. What are you going to cast in order to do that? What are you going to do?
I'm trying to look for the spell.
What you gotta do to do?
Look at your clericals.
I don't know, can't you just use like heal whatever?
No, because he's unconscious. It's a different thing.
Heal him anyways. Doesn't matter if he's conscious.
I'm looking.
Oh, by the way,
that could potentially work.
By the way, if it was possible, I would have directed the lightning at someone out.
No, it wasn't possible, unfortunately.
I know.
Honestly, Travis, if you wanted to cast Plane Shift, you and 8 other subjects travel to another plane, you could potentially stop him that way. But what's going on right now, you have no idea what plane you could end up in.
Don't do it.
That's very tempting.
You're gonna end up in hell.
Yeah, you're gonna send us to freaking the 9 layers.
That is a potential.
Hopefully I get stuck on Lust. You can get stuck on freaking, I don't know, treachery. For all I care. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, I thought I disconnected. Every time everyone goes quiet, just assume I got disconnected.
No, I'm trying to look for Dungeon Master. Kind of got to give you hints and ideas and shit, especially in this really hard situation. Oh, you know what else you could do though, Travis? Third level cleric spells. You could potentially go after Scoomer Dunce because you do have the spell.
What?
Yeah, he can basically using a clerical spell. He can basically do the same thing.
Yeah, what was that? It was merge with
meld
melted
into
stone. Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's
you
going
could
to
use that
meld
if
into stone.
All right, you meld into stone at the same time Scoomer Dunce does, and with everything going on, you two see stone.
Oh, this is awkward.
This is very awkward. You're holding the staff, and you're just kind of there.
No, I'm holding
All your shit.
Orb.
Staff and orb. You're holding all that shit. By the way, your god in your head is like giddy and super excited to see what's going on. L-Tab keeps trying to speak to you, but kind of keeps pushing him out of your...
Wait.
Scuba dudes, I thought more highly of you than to do this type of crap. What do you
Hey,
what do you
I'm
got
trying
to gain from
save
this?
You.
What do you have to gain from this? You understand that you're becoming my enemy by doing this.
I'll tell you when you're older.
You probably won't at all. Because you'll probably result in being killed off by doing this.
And I'd like to go to the place where you told me to be.
All right.
Wait,
you're
talking
gonna...
over.
Scoomer. Right. Scoomer, you immediately hold up the staff underneath the stone. You start to cast that. Crestbraid, you're not standing very far. You're only about 20 feet away from Scoomer Dunce right now, and you see he's still inside of the stone.
Is he
recognize from other mages? You recognize from other mages and the signals he's doing. He's casting a teleportation.
But Balazar is back in the back of the room.
Balazar is fucking unconscious.
Yeah, but I have my own way.
Yeah, Balazar unconscious as fuck.
Yeah, but for how long?
Oh, great. He did just take 100 points of damage.
Well, I'm ordering my eagle to stay with Balazar. As
I'm trying to save you from L-Tab.
No, you're not. What are you... Bring this orb is not gonna save anyone, okay? The whole world's gonna go to crap.
I'm getting it away from Balazar. What do you know about the orb anyway?
I know it should stay here. And...
Well, that is true. But I will hide it somewhere.
No, you're... No. You're gonna derail everything again. Just like you did with the boat. This is where it ends.
I've always, Gravel, always with your insolence. I'm trying to save you, and you're saying that just because it belongs here, and just because I've done things in the past, doesn't mean I can make a difference.
No, your actions from your past prove that you are irresponsible, and so I don't trust you at all with an orb of this magnitude.
Fine, then I guess I'm out of here, and I would teleport while he was talking.
All right, you start to cast the teleportation spell. Travis, you have one action before he casts it, and you got to be pretty fucking precise because you're still in stone.
Okay.
So think, and I'm not gonna...
Am I in stone, you said?
You're still inside the... him.
Okay.
So weapons down here won't work. This is going to have to be a... I can see you, I can cast a magical spell on you kind of...
Okay.
I was honestly expecting this to go a totally different way.
What do you mean?
You guys continuously surprise me.
Oh, you expected us to lose?
No, I was expecting Balazar to get it, honestly, until he kind of shit shocked.
Eh.
Because I wasn't expecting to get a private message from, is my God saying anything? And
I should. Warn.
Oh, as a clerk, you can cast silence. That's probably going to help you.
No, don't tell him that.
Because silence would be something that stops incantation from being heard, which also cancels out a spell. But don't mind me. I'm not even.
Yeah, that's metagaming. You're not allowed to know. Now you
Oh.
can't use silence. That's how it works, right?
Actually, no, because he is a cleric. He silence if he feels like it.
Yeah, but it's metagaming. That'd be metagaming. Right, God.
what?
That's metagaming, right?
What is? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was typing.
Wait, so this dimensional spell, he has to hear himself speak it, right?
For the plane shift, technically, you just need to speak the words, but because you are in stone, you can still talk just fine to each other. By the way, everyone that's above you guys, they can hear you speaking in the stone, like the stone's vibrating to your voices.
Well, I'm gonna use
Cool, if
the
you're-
spell Dimensional Anchor.
Oh, you're gonna use
Ooh.
dimension.
What the heck is it? Leave.
Bars,
Dimensional
extra
anchor.
dimensional movement.
Basically, what it does is it forces you to stay on this plane of existence.
Oh,
Meaning you
Oh,
can't
okay.
plane shift, you can't move to another place. Which, as soon as are you gonna cast that one, Travis?
Wait,
so
that
that
means he-
prevents them from teleporting.
That prevents him. It will prevent him from changing planes of existence,
Oh.
but it won't stop a teleport.
Yeah, cast it. Cast it.
However, the plane shift could stop.
You should cast Dimensional Anchor.
But
again,
again,
great
it
idea.
would really fuck some shit.
I'll cast Silence on him.
Do you have the spell silence?
Yeah, level 2 spell.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to silence. Is a resistance. All spells have a resistance. Almost all spells. It's A, B, C, D, F, G, blah, blah.
Oh wait, that's right. It still has a chance to fail, right?
Yes, it has a chance to fail still. Or you have a chance to resist it. Okay, silence. Cleric. One second.
If I make it out, then there's something I have to tell
Okay,
everybody.
Travis, you need to roll a d20 and add in your wisdom modifier.
If I make it out, I need to tell everybody something.
Okay. Travis, you need to roll d20 and add.
I'm totally not gonna flip everyone off. No, that's not what I'm gonna do at all.
Okay. D20 plus.
I don't see anything about
4.
Travis needing to roll it. I see.
It's the difficulty check, is what it is.
There you go. It's in.
I'm pulling straight from the book right here. All right. Scoober Dunce, you are going to roll a d20 as well and add in your wit, plus any bonuses you have to spell resistance.
All right.
I'm not really I'm gonna say is right now. I don't really trust him doing it on his own.
Yeah,
on his own
it's
desk.
going to be.
This has to be like. This has to be online here. So maybe Aaron, you can roll for him. With the app.
Yeah, I could. Good. Do you want me to, Scoober Dunce? Because I think it is. He has a point, though. This is something that needs to be rolled online, where we can all see.
Fine.
I think this is fair, and this is a pretty huge moment.
This is a campaign decider here.
I need to figure out how.
You click the thing on the side. It's like it looks like.
Oh, I see. 20. You
Run, Scoopy Doopy.
Thing quick.
If you go advanced roll, you can add in modifiers.
Yeah, I have it right here. So you're a 10, which gives you a will plus 3 resistance. So that.
This is gonna be real fun to answer.
All right, are you ready? Are you ready?
What is
You cast the spell of silence at him, blows forward, and it goes to smack into Scoomberdun, and he rolls with his bonus.
What? No.
In this case, because you roll, technically it's an, but with everything going on, would be a normally.
I'm sorry, you're cutting out.
Let me look up the roll for that one, because I'm pretty sure what it means is because you rolled exactly what he has, you technically survive.
All right, so I survive.
Hold on.
If it meets it, it beats it.
In this case, it really needs to be.
Yeah, I'm looking it up because I'm not 100% on this one.
To be honest, I'm just trying to do this to get it away.
Yeah, but you still have it, which.
I know.
Oh wait, hold on. If I'm knocked out, does that mean the thing still happen even if I'm?
Potentially.
I don't like.
Come on. Okay, so according to page 174 of the player's handbook, if the total roll equals or succeeds the difficulty check is a success. So yes, you did succeed.
See, a nerd.
Really a fucking success. So instead of you and Bowser out, only you teleport.
Oh, I wasn't planning on.
That was. L-Tab tried to immune into the magic that you're casting to get Bowser out as well. But you teleport. You teleport out, and you are standing on top of the wizard's tower. The rest of you guys down below, the head magistrate is still unconscious, but Crestbraid, you get a ping in your head that says he is on the top of the tower.
All right, I use teleportation again.
All right, it's going to take you a moment to cast that. So Crestbraid, you have a chance to get you and some other people up there. You moving through stone right now.
Yeah, I'm moving through stone. Yeah.
You can try to wake up. So go ahead and roll D20 real quick. You're still out. You're out as fuck right now. All right, you guys start running up. Scoomberdunce, go ahead and roll a D20 real quick to see if you cast before they get up, because it's.
All right, here we go. With my weighted die.
Wait.
I can guarantee you, it's going to get a D20. All right, here we go. Are you ready? I need verbal responses from you guys.
Yes, we're all listening.
Okay, 19.
Oh, so sorry. All right, you get a pretty good casting going out. About the same time that those guys are starting to appear on top of the tower, you disappear in an arcane blast.
I would like to leave behind a note as well.
No, you've already gone. No more lasting notes or anything.
No, unfortunately, there's no lasting notes or anything. Now, hold on a second, though.
Right.
Scoomberdunce, I roll a D100 real quick versus mine. Higher the better.
What is
yours first. and tell me what it is. I have mine right here. It's sitting in front of me.
97 again.
What?
97. That is exactly what I.
God
damn it.
damn
And
it.
this is a case where you're gonna have
I'm gonna have to what?
re-roll that one because of what it is.
All right. Uh, 94.
94. All right.
Oh.
You teleport out of there. You appear somewhere, and you're holding the staff still, but you are not holding the orb as well.
God damn it.
The rest of you guys, you're on top of the tower. You're sitting there. You see that burst of energy. You see that he is gone. You notice that the orb is floating there, but it's only half the size of what it should be. The other half disappeared somewhere.
Oh, great. Is the well, what's the status
Scuba
on Gunther?
Scuba Dunce, you do notice that on the top of the staff, there is no longer the orb there, but there is a small blue crystal at the top of it.
I guess this is what I needed. Is it Malar?
Malar will respond to you later, but you guys are on the top of the tower right now. That orb is still standing there, or floating there. It's half the size that it would be. Gunther is still unconscious. Roll d20, see if you wake. Sorry, I'm on the wrong page. You're still unconscious.
Well, I'm gonna walk over to Balazar.
Where did my luck?
Second, I'm going to. Okay, wakes up after about 15 minutes. He wakes up. He kind of he sees you come. Crest Braid. You're one of his mages are carrying the orb in their hands right now. The magistrate. Gunther wakes up. He's like, "Oh, what happened?"
Yeah. I fill him in what happened.
You fill him on what happened. He goes, "Oh, fuck." Looks at you guys. He looks a little angry.
I'm nowhere in the room. Yay.
You're still not here. You're still downstairs, knee deep in.
I should have asked him. I was thinking of doing it, but then you said I was with Scoomer, so.
Yeah. And up there to do the thing.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt, you know? You don't just barge in on someone's force and be like, "Hey, you help me rob this."
That'd be the best.
You see, I would have to give you a real reveal on something.
What?
You
Yeah.
probably wouldn't like the answer.
What is the answer? I'll kill you immediately.
No, the answer would be, you go ahead. I will be there in a moment.
I'll be there in a few moments.
That translation off.
Screw off, Russ.
Actually,
Screw you.
Translation. You go hurt your robbery. He's going to end up alerting every mage in the tower, and hope the back door her waiting for you to be up with him.
Well, unfortunately, he would have up.
Because technically, I'm reporting it, but I'm also helping, so that is neutral.
Technically speaking. Well, the magistrate is not happy, upset, but he's glad at least you have part of the orb still. So that means the key to the prisons that the different gods and demon lords would want cannot. But the other half is still missing, so someone could try to power it up potentially, is what he says. Of course, the problem with that is you're going to need a lot of power to do it. He gets up, and you got his head dunce, and the head mage. You kind of casts a spell on Scoomer Dunce, and it wakes him up.
Scoomer Dunce?
Or,
Yeah,
excuse
that
me.
was her.
My brain isn't straight.
Scoomer Dudes who's passed out on the floor. I'm the one who teleported away from him.
No, fuck off.
Joke's on
All
you.
right.
There was actually a placement switch. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Standing around Balazar, who passed up, now laying on the floor. He is surrounded by a lot of people who do not
Right.
look very happy.
I'm awake now.
Yeah, you're awake now. They cast a spell on you and you woke up.
You are one of a heap of trouble.
Oh yeah? Well, guess... Alta! Alta?
You get no reply.
Knew it.
Silent.
I knew it.
You don't have you don't have the orb. He can't help you now.
Never trust a demon.
Yeah.
You have in the freaking magistrate. He looks at you, looks at Crestbrand, goes like, "Were you aware of this? Were you aware of the fact that your companion is working with?"
I had small suspicions, but I didn't really know that he would actually do it. You know,
He goes, "Well,
his intelligence is quite small, so I'm not. He's quite unpredictable.
I had a plan.
I mean, he did take the orb when you were taking crap, so I mean, it
This is
wasn't really
true.
that sophisticated."
He was like, "This is true in a way, but I'm not 100% certain how much I believe in the case of him. You seem good enough for the point being, and I'm trusting you enough. He says something all just seems off still."
Well,
And he kind of starts looking. He starts looking around the room, and he's sniffing the air, and it takes him a while. Eventually, he figures out that something's completely wrong in here, and he goes, "Hold on. Somebody casted a zone of truth, but it doesn't feel."
Huh?
He looked. Did you cast a zone of lies?
No, I don't remember doing that. Did I cast it?
You your zone of truth, but you used your zone of instead.
Oh, great. Now that means I can't give out my backs.
You can't lie right now, or you can't tell the truth right now. The exact. There's a ways you have to word it, but the mage tries to dispel it, and as soon as he tries to dispel, kind of blasts back from the spells he crits failed dispelling it, and knocks him unconscious again.
Wait, who gets knocked unconscious again?
The head mage, because he crit
Oh,
failed trying
God.
to dispel it. So he casts his spell, and something happens, and he gets blasted with energy and falls unconscious on the ground again.
I told you it wasn't safe in his hand.
He'll have damage from that. God damn it. Well, you guys are currently standing in the room cell. Balthazar, you're back. I mean, you're pretty injured right now because of that. The head mage is on the ground, blasted, so he's covered in black smoke, and he looks...
Cut out.
Oh, I cut out?
Oh, I cut out.
Oh, okay, what do you do? Or, you're sitting there, you're low on health right now. The magistrate failed his thing. He's sitting there on the ground. He's...
Look, Crestbraid, there's something I need to tell you. But first, get me out of this. Get me out of freaking...
Heck no. If you say
Get
the
me
wrong
out of
thing,
this
I'm gonna
blob.
end you myself.
What is the name of the spell that I casted?
Something of life.
Zone of lies, meaning everyone within this circle...
Tell you something.
Exact truth.
But first, get me out of this zone.
No. I have nothing to gain from that. In fact, I probably should end you right now.
The whole reason I've been doing this was to save my friends.
Oh no!
right?
Don't start with that bull crap.
I'm serious.
You are
I don't.
self-serving dragon.
I don't care
Okay.
if you feel sympathy for me or not. All right, I'm dead. All right.
Let me just tell you, there are people in another dimension being held by the Queen of Chaos. Innocent people used to work for the Temple of Tyr. They didn't deserve what they got.
you think I care about the
Glitter Gold tells
About
you that
that.
he senses that even through the zone of lies, he is telling the truth. There is more to the story.
Well, I don't care about
were
the
my
Queen
best
of
friend.
Chaos. I only care about Telltab.
Okay.
Wrong
Glitter
answer,
Gold
man.
does Glitter Gold does tell you in your head that something with the Queen of Chaos is starting to overweigh Tab. You should maybe listen to him.
Well, I think we should only have our focuses on one enemy, not on many fronts. Because we'll die on many fronts,
says-
but win against one front.
Glitter Gold says that it may be more of a predicament to one more, or more of a predicament to be focusing on one than both. He says he'd like to tell you more, but he can't at the current moment.
Well,
Can I-
I can't.
can I-
That's not enough for me to go off of.
Can I finish my backstory now?
Yeah,
please?
go ahead. Your zone of lies is starting to wear off.
They were my best friends. Hammerhead, Specs, Sunshine, Crusher. We were on a crusade up in the. We were told to get rid of this cult. Something to do with a couple of tieflings sacrificing some people. We tried, but I was the first to go down. They put me in safety as they went on. But they couldn't defeat their leader. Knocked into another dimension. I couldn't do anything. Then after that, I just lost interest. I went back to. I got kicked out after I just went back to my old wagon. Got in that crappy little hut in the crappy little city of Dormor. That's crappy king. Gotta. Then you showed up with Spankles, and I was thinking, how did a gnome get into this city? Maybe you guys could help me if you're able to do such stuff like get his Dormor.
So
Then
just-
he offered me a better deal. He offered me power in order to get them back myself. Never should have trusted him. I knew this was gonna happen. Go ahead and kill me right now.
Okay, well, I will cast Contagion, and I'm gonna the disease. It'll be anthrax.
What?
I'm Okay, wait.
You cut out on me. What are you doing?
I'm casting Contagion onto him.
I'm immune to
Contagion?
disease.
Yeah, he's a paladin. He's
And
immune,
I'm going to give him the
Dis-
death fever.
he's immune to diseases.
Oh, he is?
He's a
Wow.
paladin. Paladins are immune to diseases. It's fucking great.
Oh, wow. Okay. What? What's that? Well,
Wait,
okay.
I'm able to stand up, right?
Yeah, you're on your feet right now. Barely, but you're on your.
Who else is in the room?
There is Crestbraid's currently in here. The head magistrate's on the ground, pretty much almost dead, missing most of his health. Hurt up pretty bad from the failed spell. And there's a few of the other mages in here.
All right,
Well, I'm gonna charge at him and swing my battle axe.
All right, I need you to do me a favor, real quick. I need you to roll a d20 quick.
D20, okay.
I believe this is where a god's screaming in his head, going, "You motherfucker!"
Kind of, but not really. Something's blocking it.
Oh wait, that's a +1 on that.
no, it
Four.
counts.
It's a
Huh?
4. You go over there, you run full force to get ready to attack him. Just as you start to get ready to swing, you just can't get yourself to do it. Because he still has the spell Sanctuary turned on, he can't attack him.
As soon as I realize this, as soon as I see this, I realize, like, wait a minute. I can get away. Yes. I cast Painful Aura.
What?
Run to your new.
You're going to cast Painful Aura?
Yeah.
All right, let me bring that up real quick. Where is Painful Aura? I am in your spell book.
It's under bio. It's in bio.
Oh, it's under bio? Okay. Hold on. Painful Aura.
Oh wait, is it?
Yeah, it's right here. Go back. Don't touch it. I'm looking at it. Okay, you cast Painful Aura real quick. Travis, I need you to do me a favor and roll a d20 real quick. And add your fortitude.
Okay.
Roll d20 plus your fortitude. Everyone else in this room needs to make it as well. 17. Oh, that's so close, but not. Okay. He casts Painful Aura. You see that he spontaneously, by the way, Scoober Dunce, you're going to make a d20.
Wait, he's not here
Or
anymore.
Scoober Dunce, goddammit. Balazar. Hold on, actually, no, you don't need to do that. Yeah, it just de-spells as soon as you attack. All right, you cast Painful Aura. Travis, unfortunately, you failed the save on it. You are standing right next to him as he casts some kind of a spell, and you are like, it feels like you're being stabbed with pins and needles through your body. You take 10 points of damage.
Okay. And you said that I get 3 turns, right?
All of you guys have 3 actions,
Alright,
technically.
so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna cast Blur. And I'm also gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
At level 2. Oh.
Excuse me. You cast Cure Wounds, you heal yourself for 10 damage. You cast Blur on yourself. So you are currently
And I charge out of the room.
You're going to charge full force
Wait,
out of the room?
don't I get 2 moves?
Yeah, you still get 2 more as well. As soon as he casts them, it's your you get your next ones. You as soon as he casts Painful Aura, you're hit with that, but you do have enough time to make do your actions while he's trying to run, but he's harder to hit right now. And Sanctuary wore off because he casted that spell.
I'm gonna cast Blindness on him.
You're going to cast Blindness on him? By the way, the Magistrate just took 11 points of damage, which knocks him into the negatives. So he's currently dying. The Magistrate is currently dying on the floor. Yeah, I know. This is what fucking happens when you get god shit involved.
Gee, I sure wonder a lawful good person would just let someone die.
Well, this is the
I still have 2 moves, so I'm using Blindness on him. Then I'm gonna go heal on the Magistrate.
All right, let me find Blindness real quick.
Hold on.
Okay. Okay, so go ahead and roll d20 plus your wisdom, Travis.
Okay.
Balazar, you're going to go ahead d20 plus your fortitude.
I don't have fortitude. This is 5e.
Oh, you don't have the fortitude. They don't have fortitude in 5e. That's stupid.
I rolled the d20.
No.
You got a 22. Nice. Your fortitude as a level 10 paladin is usually really good. Paladins have high resistances. This kind of shit. Level 10 paladin. Your fortitude is a +7. So roll d20 and then +7.
I'm gonna roll low, aren't I?
Well, you rolled a 9, so you failed your resistance. So you get hit with a blindness spell all of a sudden. As soon as that happens, you're still hard to hit right now with physical attacks, but you can't see all of a sudden.
Can I somehow make out the area at least?
It's black. You can't see shit. It's
And-
not blind like as in you can't really see. It's blind as in you can't see shit. It's black.
Let me guess. There's no way to remove it.
If you have remove curse, you can, because blindness is technically a curse.
Do I have some way to get rid of it? Because I have all these curses.
Well, you used all 3 of your turns for this round, so the rest of the mages that are in here attack you,
What?
or at least stop
didn't-
you.
They didn't get hurt.
No, they're being hurt right now by your pain order as well. It's just they still get an action to try to do something on you.
God.
Did my heal go through? On the,
Yeah, you cast your heal on him, and he's no longer in there.
Alright,
Is he
good.
still passed out?
Wow, all these mages in here in the high.
What'd you
So
say?
I said all these mages in here in the
Highest roll is a what?
a 9.
Uh,
So they all try to cast magical spells on you, and they all basically failed.
Great.
So you're still running, but you can't see. But you were running the direction of the door, so you know that much.
all right.
You do have, from your fighter training, you do have the ability blind fight, which if you want to try to guesstimate what the distance to where the staircase or something was from where you are, you can get a roll for that.
All right. I'll try to
Ooh,
move.
I still want to see him roll and just trip down all the stairs.
No,
And that is the
No.
end of Balazar.
that is not gonna happen.
All right,
Death by
Balazar,
stair.
roll d20. Nat 20,
Uh,
fuck. All right, you take a quick guesstimation trying to figure out where the hell to go. And you know exactly from what you have from memory, from what you could see right as it went out, you remembered exactly where the stairs are. So you're running down the stairs right now. Despite being fucking blind, you somehow remember where the stairs are. By the way, technically it's a new round.
All right. So, do I have any spells that can get rid of blindness?
I think paladins have remove curse. Let me double check. It is technically a new round, so if you guys want to go after him, you can catch up to him to cast spells or try to attack.
I know not of what's going on. So
Yeah, you
I'm-
have remove curse.
Help me, IKEA. All right. I removed my blindness.
All right, roll d20.
I am with a bunch of girls. I do not know what's going on. Please.
You failed.
All right. Fine. I'll heal myself again.
Okay. You should just cast your lay on hands or something. It's your level times your charisma. Fire.
All right. I'll cast lay on hands on myself.
Okay.
Plus my charisma. That's 4.
So it's 10 times 4. Oh wait, no, it's
What?
times 5 on this one. Okay, so you heal for 50 damage.
All right. Now I have 70 health.
Yeah, lay on hands. It's a paladin ability. That's pretty fucking.
And I need to see something that will. Do I have any traps?
Not on you. You don't have any trap spells you can cast besides Sanctuary, which just makes it so people can't attack you.
Again, why are you trying to kill Balzar?
I stole the orb.
You
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
didn't
unfortunately for him, lay on hands can generally walk twice a day. So it's not like a ow, heal, heal. It's more of a oh shit, heal, go. You can also use it on undead to use that much to do that much damage.
Well, I'm fighting Balazar because he now represents
I
the enemy.
know.
He actually carried out Eltab's bidding. So
How about can I use protection from good so that he can't smite me?
Protection from good, you could do it. Let me find the one I want.
What is
It gives
Glitter
you-
thinking about this, though?
Glitter Gold knows exactly what he's thinking, and he keeps trying to get through to Crestbraid, but something's blocking it right now. There's a lot of god blocking going on.
Eh, Good thing no one's trying to talk to me.
Well, you just got God blocked.
How does it feel to get your god betrayed to you? Or
It's not bet-
something like that. I don't know.
Not betraying. He just if betraying his God because he won't listen. Don't worry about the dragon boy. You worry about the stone boy.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, anyway, you already used your 3 moves, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna stop and fight. I'm running.
Looks like I'm heading upstairs.
I'm going to the boat.
Well, I'm gonna continue healing the
Hello, my cat.
magistrate.
All right, you're going to focus healing on the magistrate while everyone else runs down the stairs.
Yes.
And I will be heading upstairs.
You do that, Scoomerduns. Balazar, you continue running down the stairs, and as you get about halfway down, you suddenly see the Sphinx in front of you.
Help me! They're trying to kill me.
Why are they trying to kill you?
I don't know. Just help me. They're possessed or something. I have no idea. Hold your ground.
Do me a favor, Akira, and roll a d20 to see through his bullshit.
Roll a d20, okay.
Roll a d20, see if you can see through his bullshit.
18.
18. You're able to see through his bullshit. You know something's not right because he looks injured. He's sweating. The way he's talking does not sound like someone who's scared talks. It sounds like someone who's lying.
How does this not sound like someone scared?
Shut up, I'm God.
You know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to reach my hand out, go take my hand, and I'm going to take you into this room here, her to protect.
I think they might still find me though. But okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Alright.
I trust this random
Reach
stranger.
your hand out.
It's the one
Okay.
with the ring of shock on it.
Okay.
Oh, you dick!
I don't believe you.
You reach your hand out. You grab him with the hand that has a ring of shock. Alzar, you are not immune to shock damage, so go ahead and roll your damage for it. Fucking
I just rolled a nat 20.
all right.
much damage do I take?
That's max damage.
1 second. I'm looking for a thing I want. Oh, wait, it's right. Shit, where's my notepad? There it is.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Once again, Scoomberdoons does a horrible deed, and yet Balzar pays for it.
I know.
Well, we can't directly punish Scoomberdoons right now, but we can do it with
try.
Balzar.
You roll a
You can walk
d20
through the
again
water.
because it's a 2d20 if you manage to touch them.
Oh yeah, that's a good point there.
Uh,
So we had a 20 and a 16.
All right, you take 36 damage, Balazar, and roll a d20.
hold on. All right. I have to roll d20.
Yeah, roll a d20 real quick. And you fall unconscious.
Just say I die. Just say I die.
You are currently on the stairs unconscious.
Just say it. Balastar is dead. All right.
You're not getting the chance to die.
Not yet, man.
Something really foolish happened. I'm neutral, so your shield from good isn't going to save you.
Yeah. I think I was only casting that to protect myself from crest spray. I didn't care about anyone else.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
currently unconscious on the ground and in Akir's hands. Akir, what do you do?
Looks like I will be dragging his unconscious body into the nearest room and wait for the.
This pretty
rest-
much all happens in a big, swift move. He reaches out, grabs him, knocks him out, and just pulls him into the room next to him. None of the mages saw that happen.
I was
so
actually
they all go running past.
I was actually waiting for the mages to show up and go. So, what's going on?
Yeah, no, you kind of. It's gonna be easier to drag him in, just throw him in the room real quick with you than try to throw him in, shut the door, and go. Oh, you went that way.
No, I wasn't going to say he went that way. I'm just throwing him in the room, leaving the door wide open, going, "What's going on?"
Okay, you do that. Okay, you do that, and they're like, "Where's the dragon?"
Well, he's either asleep down the stairs or in this room. I can't tell.
Fuck, you're not helpful, and they continue running down the stairs.
Oh.
Yeah, they did not roll very high to kind of just look around it. God, I keep rolling really low for these mages.
All right, Akir, now's your
Mages
chance. Teleport me
suck.
out here.
Yeah, they kind of do. I mean, the highest roll I got was a 13.
Now's your chance,
The
Akir.
Wizard's
Get me out.
Island was talked up so highly in our campaign, and this
Well,
how
it
it
was.
turns
To be
out
fair, this all kind of was a sneak attack. Technically, this all was really a sneak attack trust break. So no one was expecting it to happen.
Top 10 anime betrayals.
Basically.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
I guess I can
surprise, I'm
grab
evil.
his tail and start dragging him up the stairs to see what's going on up top. While
Are you gonna
keeping
do
down.
that?
Yeah.
All right, you grab him, you start dragging him up the stairs.
Not sure what's going on
By
with
the way,
him,
you take 6 points of damage from hitting your head on the stairs going up.
Wait, who? Me?
You.
but-
Can't you just say I'm dead?
No, not yet.
How much HP do you have?
All right.
It's like 29 or
28.
something like that.
He's at like 13 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys
I'm
are
at 28
dicks.
health. I'm at
You're at
28
28?
health.
Yeah. He's at 10, then another like 50, then like 35, 9. He's like, yeah,
Okay.
20.
Well, you
He's
get him to the
literally
top
trying
of the
to
stairs.
save friends. As like, oh no, death penalty.
All
That's literally what's going on right now.
Yeah, but in the case given, I mean, Crestbraid is lawful good. So, I mean, there is two different sides he can follow. He can follow the side of justice, which is what he's doing of, you tried to do something stupid, you deserve death. Or he can follow the side of sympathy, saying, okay, you broke the law, but there is this little asterisk next to it.
So, this is why freaking lawful good characters no one likes.
And this is why I haven't killed you yet. I'm not good. I'm not bad.
Yeah. If he
Well,
follows
then-
either way, he can follow either way. He's trying to follow justice of, you broke the law, you deserve punishment. Or he could follow the side of the lawful good that says, okay, you broke the law, you deserve punishment, but I understand where you're coming from. Let's see what we can do to work this out.
At least keep me alive so I can tell you what they look like.
Yeah, you get to the top of the stairs, dragging Balazar, the magic. He finally manages to fucking wake up with an 18. Balazar, go ahead and roll a d20 to see if you're up. You're up. You haven't taken too much damage to remain down.
Wait,
So-
did any of that just happen?
Yeah, all of that just happened.
Is he in the room now with us, or?
Yes, you shut the door behind you, and it's just Akir, Crestbraid, the Magistrate, and Balazar. You guys are the only one.
This is gonna make for a really terrible comic.
Yeah,
Friggin' Spankles dies. Balasar just gets kept like flapping over and over again. Just-
You're giving
It's like
him Spankles treatment right
he's
here.
trying to die, but just can't.
no, I don't want to die. That's the thing.
Yeah, don't kill Bowser.
Well, you guys are currently in the room. The Magistrate
You guys
wakes
are
up.
not in that position to demand that.
Yes,
The
we
Magistrate wakes up. Balazar's in there. He wakes up. And the Magistrate kind of shakes off and gets up and goes like, okay, someone fill me in what just happened in the last couple of minutes.
Oh, you got
I
knocked
also
out
wish
again.
to
in
know
this-
what's going on.
Yeah, all right. So.
And to be fair to the Mage Tower, he crit failed twice, so...
Yeah, Magistrate, you got knocked out yet again, and what's your name? Akir, Scuba Dunes, and Balazar have taken off with half of the Sacred Orb. Of course, Balazar didn't make it out, and so they are currently serving under L-Tab here. And if they get the orb to him, they can cause L-Tab to escape his domain and rain hell on Earth. It will change everyone's life dramatically.
Look, I wasn't actually gonna help Eltab once I got my friends back. I was gonna turn on him and help you guys.
Oh, you think I'm gonna buy that bullcrap this time?
I am telling the truth. Look, I'm serious.
Alright. I don't think I've ever
have
mentioned,
any
but I
allegiance
have
with
this
Eltab.
emblem that forces you to speak the truth.
Yes,
The
and I'm
necklace
telling.
has a passive zone of truth spell on it.
Yes, and I am telling the truth.
Yeah, he actually is telling the truth right now.
I have no ties with Eltab. I was using him as a way to get my friends back. As soon as they were back, I was gonna turn on Eltab and help you guys destroy him once and for all. But no, you just had to be a lawful good paladin, ruin everything once
Sorry.
again.
If it weren't for you meddling kids. You
Yeah, with
you
voices
broke
raising,
the law here. You
I believe
you
Akira will be pulling his blades and pointing them at both of you. Go quiet down and talk like civilized people.
You understand?
Magistrate,
Ed?
what should we do with him?
The magistrate says, I'm going to need a couple minutes to process all this information. Hold on. As it currently sits, he points at you and Balazar and casts imprisonment on you, so you can't go anywhere now. He casts imprisonment with a 19.
Onto who? Balazar and who?
Balazar, just Balazar.
Okay.
He casts imprisonment onto Balazar. He rolls a 19 with his bonuses. That is a 26. So, Balazar, you have a chance to resist. Go ahead and roll d20.
Might as well cut my wrist and squeeze lemon juice into it.
Okay, you failed to resist. So you're currently in basically a cage of sorts. He says, well, technically he worked for the enemy. It's a strike. However, he did not. He says, however, though he was acting in an intention in order to save someone. He says, which personally I can respect that. I've done something like that myself. But he did cause a lot of mayhem. There was a lot of damage in my. He says, I just got knocked out twice because of him and his friend. Do you, Balazar, do you know the other guy went?
No, but I'm sure he's 50 miles away from here now.
Was he working with you?
Yeah, but he's not really my ally. He was sort of just.
Is he
I forgot to
working
mention,
with
I
Eltab?
don't work with you. I literally just betrayed you to work for my god.
I don't know. He mumbles something about Malar sometimes.
He says,
I don't know.
Malar, damn it. He was like, okay. He says, we're getting a lot. He says, that's great. He says, we're getting a lot of different demon lords and gods stuck in here. He says, however, though, Malar is really at the highest point of evil. He's more interested in savage hunts, lycanthropy, that kind of stuff. He's not a super high danger, so I'm wondering what he wants with the orb. Maybe to escape the prison that Tyr put him in. That's my guess. He says, I don't know. But, given the circumstances, I mean, Balazar here has a closer connection to Eltab than anyone else here, so he might prove some use, assuming he doesn't betray again.
He will.
Trust me.
This isn't the first time.
But he's in the zone of truth right now, and he did say that he was planning to backstab Eltab in the end, so...
But
Yeah,
Eltab can hear us.
I'm leaving... He says, I'm going to leave the call up to you,
Yeah,
Crestbraid. You do what you want.
Now that he can hear us, I can't do that anymore. So...
By the way, Balazar, you do notice that this entire... that despite the fact you just said you're going to betray him, your mark on you, the mark that he put on you, is not burning for some reason.
Wait, hold on. Where'd these white scales come from? What the heck? What? Itches.
Crestbraid, by the way, you in your head, Glitter Gold tells you that he managed to create basically a temporary barrier, so Eltab is not hearing you guys at the moment.
Oh, well, that's nice, I guess.
Yes. Which means Eltab did not just hear the fact that Balazar wants to betray him. Which Glitter Gold tells you could be a rather large asset.
Yeah, I highly doubt he'll want me now, though.
Maybe, maybe not. I mean, you got closer than anyone else has to getting that orb. And not to mention the fact that someone who was part of your, or someone who is part of your party, managed to get it.
And inevitably betrayed you in the end.
Exactly. And you guys
Sort of.
technically still have half the orb in your possession.
How does the master look?
He looks like how? Define look.
Damage wise.
With the healing that Crestbray was doing to him, you were guessing he's almost up to par again. He's a mage. He doesn't have much health. Mages aren't really built for taking damage. Crestbray, the magistrate says to you, Gunther says to you, I'm gonna leave the decision up to you what to do with him. He is your
Companion. Yeah, right.
Well, I believe he deserves a lot more than a slap on the wrist or 3 months in prison, as his last punishment was. I believe he deserves a lot more than that.
You really are a party pooper, aren't you?
What do you want to do with him? Says Gunther.
Well, I don't exactly want him dead, but do you have like a forced labor camp here?
Excuse me.
Forced labor camp. He says
bad,
no,
not
but
good.
I know some places that have that.
Send him there.
Hey,
He says,
could you
"But
could you hand me my wall real quick? I want to bash my brains in.
He says, however, though, given the circumstances and his connection with LTAB, that might not be the smartest idea. He says there's too many chances for him to either escape or cause havoc, assuming that. But at the same time, he wants to betray LTAB. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things that could happen, too. He says, personally, I'd keep him under your wing right now because it seems like he'd be best in check with you. He says, but the question is, what can he do?
Might as well give me a dog.
He'll just backstab at me again.
He says,
for the last time, I'm not gonna do that.
He's literally telling the truth, you dense motherfucker.
Skimmer, quiet. You're not even in the room anymore.
however, though, Gunther sits here and ponders for a minute. He goes, well, I have an idea, maybe. LTAB wants the orb. Am I correct, Balazar?
Yeah.
He says,
Don't know
it
why.
could be potential. He says, I could pull some strings with Titansland. I might be able to obtain a different orb of power from them. I could give it to you to act as your own orb. Give it to him, and because he can't hear us right now, I could give you that orb, and so it would look like I willingly handed over the orb that he wants to you. You could take it to LTAB at Volcanus Island, continue your barter with him, assuming it goes correct, he says, and when he uses this orb, it's not going to work correctly, but you'll get what you want before he uses it, hopefully. At which point, you could release your bonds to him, because you fulfilled your contract, technically, as far as he's concerned.
That sounds pretty good. On one condition, you mention my name 0 times when you go to Titansland.
How does that sound to you, Crestbraid?
Don't worry about it. They're not going to help us if they know I'm here.
Crestbraid, how does this sound to you? By doing this, he could potentially cut his ties to LTAB. Because what it sounds
then
like
again,
is
it'll be trusting the faithfulness of a demon, and
he says demons are not faithful, and he says they're not faithful. You can't trust them, but if they promise certain things, there is an extent to which you can believe them. And LTAB isn't really known for backstabbing people.
Huh.
He is the demon lord of the hidden layer. He is the demon lord of the hidden layer. He is chaotic evil in alignment. But he is not known highly. He has done in the past, but he's not highly known for backstabbing people.
Dabber.
So what will we gain from from giving Bowser another chance here?
He says it sounds like he made a deal with LTAB, and assuming he fulfills the deal, LTAB would potentially release him from his servitude,
Mm-hmm.
which would in turn make it so Balazar has no reason to continue working with him.
By the way,
If
how many of
Balazar was going to he said in the zone of truth, so he can't lie, that he was going to betray him anyway. So this is a chance to betray him. At which point he would no longer be working with LTAB, and he could probably go back to helping you because he wants to cause the downfall of LTAB.
Yeah, get it through your thick skull.
He says it's
Yeah,
up to you,
just
though.
saying that's
Crestbraid.
not gonna help.
He says
Okay.
it's up to
Besides,
you, Crestbraid.
Besides, how many meat shields do you see here? 0. That's right.
Again, you're not helping yourself.
Yeah, I am. I'm telling you that I'll take all your hits.
What about a Slay living?
Huh?
Oh, you could have fucking used that on him. Clerics at level 5 do get a spell called Slay Living.
Wait, what?
Yeah, level
or
5 clerics.
enslave?
They literally get a fucking spell called Slay Living.
Give me 3 good reasons to keep you alive. And they better be good.
I am your powerhouse. If you don't have me, who's gonna be taking all the hits? That's right, you.
I can always hire someone else. Go on, second reason.
To save those dragons. Is that about?
They're not all dragons.
Or those guys.
A dragon almost tried to kill us earlier. Remember that.
What the heck are you talking about?
The green
And
one.
Balazar was the one who talked him
I
down.
have nothing to do with that green dragon. I was about to say, you know those 4 people that are trapped by the Queen of Chaos? Do you want to know how powerful of crusaders they are? Let me tell you, they were able to slay a pit fiend. A pit fiend. All 5 of us, together, we slew many more demons than just that. We've slain hundreds of demons in the past. Imagine how many more we could slay if they were back with me.
By the way, Pit Fiend is just a bit stronger than a Baylor.
Okay.
It's also the only demon I knew by name.
He did bring up a good point of bringing in more allies if he does succeed in this.
And Gunther says, and he did, and from what I heard, story of coming here, he did talk that green dragon down.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can speak Draconic.
What's your third reason?
What, that second one wasn't good enough?
He wanted 3 reasons.
Alright, fine. Let's see here. I have infinite cheese.
Oh, come on.
This is a really good reason.
That is
You
good.
haven't given me one slice of cheese this whole campaign.
Gunther says this is a really good reason.
I've given you, off screen, I've given you many slices of cheese. They've been counting as half our rations.
I did comment on that you guys do get rations a lot from him, from the cheese pouch, which is bound to his soul.
You won't go hungry. I mean, as long as you're not lactose intolerant.
Billy Chumpez is.
We don't talk about Chumpez.
Maybe he can save me.
I don't know if that's someone you want to be saved by.
Outside the window, you can
grab
my
beard.
I'm
here to save your ass with my ass.
Anyway, Gunther turns back to you, Crestbraid, and goes like, he's under your care right now, technically. So what are you going to do with him? It's your call.
Well, you've been given so many reasons.
He says, do you want to ask your god for guidance or anything, or are you going to physically make the call?
Yeah, I'm going to consult.
All right.
Phone a
You're
friend.
going to consult your god. Let me bring up Glitter Gold's page to get an idea of what he would say.
Is that how the
Your
song
hand
goes?
is in the hand of a
By the way, I love player conflict.
Yeah,
It's one of my
now you mention gnome, I kind of feel like killing Spankles was a little pointless.
That's because Todd lost his sheets and he doesn't know where they are.
I mean, he could just recreated them.
Nah. He wanted to kill Spankles off anyway.
Yeah.
But
It's been a long going kill Spankles.
I wanted to
Plus,
see
he would
him
have
die
messed my
to the
plan
hands.
up like really badly.
I wanted to see him die to the hands of a demon lord. Not some moron who's into gore fetish. Oh,
All right. Crest Braid, you take a minute, you commune with Glitter Gold. And Glitter Gold tells you. He says, it's a difficult decision. I will not argue with you. But in the light of it, he is making a few good points. There are some ideas of why you should keep him. And he could be useful in the light of what Gunther said, assuming that he is telling the truth from what I can tell as well, from what I heard. In which case, he wants to betray Eltab, and then he wants to make sure he downfalls him. However, though, the question of why he wanted to get this orb in the first place and follow Eltab is a different question. I think you should ask him that. I know he wants to find his companions, which could be the reason why. He believes Eltab would be a good point, considering Eltab has a direct hatred connection, the Queen of Chaos. So in other words, by helping Eltab, he's helping to damage the Queen of Chaos, which could potentially release his companions, in which case is a very selfish and selfless act at the same time, risking entirely of his own existence against Eltab for that. He says it's really a decision that's going to come down to you, but the main thing that you're going to have to focus on here is the strength of cooperation that has been keeping you guys going so far. Being able to work together, being able to adventure together. There has been some hiccups, yes, I will agree with that. But in the ultimate light of things, he's managed to keep you guys alive several times and avoid conflict with a fucking dragon. So he says, in reality, it's going to be up to you. He says, personally, I would keep it in a lighter heart and give him another chance, but one more and only one more. He says, if he has even the slightest slip, I would take to execution.
Yeah, okay.
Episode whatever.
He says, as I was telling you earlier, as I was trying to tell you earlier, there's a bit, I think, personally, because of the Queen of Chaos going on, I think there's going to be a bit more at play than just Eltab. He says, if at anything, Eltab might be interested in trying to get rid of the Queen of Chaos. If you could kill two birds with one stone, that would be great.
Yeah, but we can only go one at a time. Can't just
Potentially
devote all of our power at multiple fronts. No, that will lead to being killed off.
He says that is one of the biggest problems, but there's a chance.
Not a high one.
Not a high one, but there's a chance. He says, but the call of what to do with Balthazar is up to you. He's your companion.
Yeah, he's my companion, but crappy one. But
crappy one is still a companion. He says it's better to have an extra arm than have none.
Okay. Balthazar, you have one final chance. Okay, you have to pledge 100% of your loyalty to the party. No other external demon.
Sure. And you know what? Take this. I give him my platinum.
You give him a platinum.
This is proof. All right. I would never, ever give money to anyone if I didn't get anything out of it.
You know he wouldn't.
No,
he's really
personality. I'll accept it.
You know he's fucking Jewish about his money.
Yeah. But remember, if you start conspiring on your own again, behind my back, and if I get one sniff of it, you're gone.
Sure.
Slay living.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably would have to send him back to Titan's Land then.
But now, now you're gonna have to be on the forefront of getting that orb back from Scuba Dunes.
Oh crap! I forgot about Scoomer Dunes.
Yeah, that's going to be another question of what to do. Anyway, Gunther does mention one more thing. Since LTAB is not able to hear any of us right now, as far as he's concerned, Balazar is still working with him. So use that to your advantage.
You still what?
As far as LTAB is concerned, because your god apparently is blocking out the signal, his listening ability here, as far as LTAB is concerned, Balazar is still working with him. Use it to your advantage.
Alright. Okay, then.
Right. He says, in the meantime, I think I'm going to have to put your trip to Volcanus Island on hold in order to find Scumberdunce and retrieve the other half of the orb. Or figure out where the hell figure out where the other half of the orb is, or get my staff back. I want to know what's going on with that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened to the staff.
That's going to be the problem.
I took it.
I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah. But that would be something to discuss over next time, because I'm going to go ahead and end the session here. Because I feel like this is a good spot to end.
Oh.
I know. Player conflict. I love it.
And I barely got to do anything.
Yeah.
Now you're kind of introduced. This is more of a focal point for the guys who are really already here. I'm sorry to your character since he was just introduced, but the whole Wizard's Tower was really a focal point for characters that were already for that second.
Yeah, but I still shocking.
However, though, you did kind of stop Balazar from escaping. So
Yeah, the only thing you did to help was negative things.
Actually, no, it's not negative. It was completely neutral. I did not kill, nor did I save anyone.
He brought him up and with views of curiosity.
Imagine how this would have went if Spankles was still alive. He probably would have helped me and Scoomer.
Oh, you kidding me? If Spankles was still alive, you guys probably.
What?
You probably all would be sitting in that room waiting, trying to figure out where the fuck Spankles ran off to with everything.
I mean, Spankles has grease. He could have greased up the wall.
There's a lot of stuff Spankles could have done.
I mean, I think I know a level 20 bard no one wants in a room, because mass suggestion will make everyone do the cha-cha slide for a year and 30 days.
Oh, God.
I like her.
That'd be fucking great.
I do the cha-cha like a sissy girl.
Alright.
That's the one downside to having a bard.
Alright, you guys technically you guys completed a quest. You avoided a really tough encounter and you did all this, so 500 for the session.
500 EXP.
Yeah, 500 EXP.
I cannot add that to my character sheet.
I know, I'll have to keep it in mind. We'll have to go over your level ups when your computer starts working again. But yeah, no, that puts you guys halfway toward level 11.
So if we can't get Scoomer to rejoin us, does that mean he has to make a new character or something?
Oh, don't worry. I already got something in plan for that.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm going to talk to you later, Scoomer done.
Yeah.
Alright. Good game, guys. It was fun.
Yeah.
Really interesting. If you need a copy of the audio, let me know. I have it all right here.
I also
maybe for like the first hour, because I kept getting cut out in Discord a little bit. So if you want like the pure audio, yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you it later.
All right, cool.
By the way, I'm gonna name my golden cat Bassett.
Okay. All right. It was fun.
Yes, very much so.
Dude, you're so dead set on killing Balasar.
But I decided against it because I feel like
scare me a little.
There would have been too many negative repercussions from doing so.
That was honestly a pretty tense moment. That was
I-
really fucking tense. That was
I still
great.
have plans for Balasar. I don't want him to be killed off just because lawful good.
Man, lawful good does not mean lawful nice.
Justice
That's a quote.
shall be served.
Should rename to lawful bloodthirsty.
Hey, there's
Well, I
nothing
mean, you-
that says there is nothing that says you can't be lawful asshole.
I mean, you
Actually,
did serve
says
3 months
in
in a
the
prison just to do this.
This is true.
It actually says in the handbook that if you're a lawful good person, you are supposed to be an asshole.